where do people turn when they have lost everything? When a cruel catastrophe has taken everything they loved and cared about in life? Where do they turn when they're in despair?
O&A Party Rock!
It's showtime, folks. It feels good. It's cool.
We're brilliant broadcasters.
I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic.
Very respectful. Very nice.
There is some shenanigans going on.
It just feels right.
They're like two puzzles. We want perfect questions. We want some laughs. Some thoughts being provoked and thrown back and forth.
I don't like flaky. I like cakey.
I want to hug a cute dog.
How fake was that?
The name of this radio show should be The Happy Idiot and the Sullen Douche.
Two total dorks.
Am I listening to a radio show? Two DJs and a tranny lover. That's what this program is about, mister.
Only creeps listen to this program.
Yo, boys, what's happening, man? Turn your fucking radio down!
Anyone around here ever smell my ass?
It's lovely.
Anthony.
Come on, we're going to tell you how to get chicks.
James.
I'm Jim Norton, and I'm a horribly boring person.
We just kind of laugh at him.
He's getting better, but we got to break him in still. He's a candidate for killing his wife if he gets married.
I love E-Rock under the console.
Snapple and mayo, your stumps must be lovely.
And featuring...
Hurricane Ben! Or Tina Steve!
I think there's a degree of mental illness with everybody on the show.
Ramon. Eric's breath smells like the diaper of a cancer patient.
Can I say for the record that this program sucks a fat dick?
I got a few ideas that could get us fired. Please use them.
Please use them.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Hello, exactly!
He stinks, and I don't like him. I don't play it. Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Okay, terrific.
You need to shut the fuck up.
I don't believe it. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The O&A virus spreading across America. Drew Boogie in studio. That means it's the last day before we take a little break. A little break ski.
Hi.
Actually, well, we're just taking tomorrow off. We'll be back Monday.
Don't you worry about it.
Just going to take a long weekend, and Drew Boogie comes in here the day before, before we take a vacation or a couple days off or before a holiday or something. He's now waving to the webcam.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Hello, fellow
Everybody.
Obviously a newbie. Eventually you just kind of not wave at it.
Forget it. Well, Opie's been pretty lucky. You've been off cam pretty much the entire time. Aside from your creepy peeks around the video monitors that I'm looking at. But
that's all I give him. That's
Monday,
all I'm going to give him is the creepy peaks.
Doesn't matter. Monday, we're getting office cam and another studio cam in here with a different angle. So we'll be, I don't know, maybe up there, you thinking?
Maybe.
Maybe over on that side so you can get the two sides of the room kind of thing. And then you can pop up 3 different cameras, watch us doing the show in here from 2 different angles. And, I don't know, can cameras pick up Ben if he's in the office? Do they have something that could pick up something moving so quickly?
Oh, you were just looking at the Zapruder film where they took out the shakes.
Yeah, they took out the shakes. They stabilized it.
So we need to get that technology for the office cam when they're taking a peek at Ben.
The borders will really be moving around because that's how you'd have to stabilize Ben in the office to check him out and see what he does all day. You'll see him at his email, highlighting text, and then unhighlighting it, and then highlighting it, and unhighlighting it. Scroll, highlight.
Yeah.
That's what you'll see. Action-packed.
Good old Ben.
But, yeah, everybody's peering in today.
Hello to everybody. Checking out the show on Pal Talk.
Pal Talk. Seems to be taking off. Even at night, there are various Opie and Anthony rooms that are consistently number one as far as how many people are in there. Last night, I popped in. By the way, people, I popped in last night under my pseudonym.
Pseudonym?
Which will not be given out to anybody. No one knows this pseudonym. I just peek in every so often to see what's going on. See what they're yapping about when I'm not in the room.
Are you one of the guys jerking when you're in your pseudonym?
Well, Opie, I pan the camera down and pull my little pants down and just start jacking off. Because that seems to be what every guy is doing on Pal Talk.
Yeah.
There are the adult rooms, and people are jacking in those. No, I don't really frequent those. Some of the names of the adult rooms, you know, while the hubby's away, the wives will play, things like that. Hot chicks, things like that. But when you go there, it's guys jacking. Where are the girls there when the hubbies are away, and the hot chicks, and there's a couple of them thrown in there.
Yeah, but Drew Boogie made a point just before the show started. He thinks some of those girls are ringers.
You think they're ringers?
Some of those girls are like pros. Some of those girls
What do you have to back this
may have
up?
been hired just to kind of hang out all day in their little rooms.
There's a couple of women on there. They got like 3-4 kids, and they're on there for probably the entire day.
Really?
Tweaking their nipples, tweaking their twats.
This could be just women that are hanging out, a little horned up.
What a great part-time job for some of these ladies.
Exactly.
The kids go to school. She wants to make a few extra bucks, maybe for Christmas shopping or something, and she just hangs out naked all day.
Help sell some subscriptions.
Maybe. Those girls are paid, some of them, right? You think so? Yeah, I think
Do
so.
you think?
Absolutely.
You got to think.
I've seen a lot of regular-looking girls.
Oh, there's some disasters, but I think he's right.
Disasters. And a celebrity was on last night in one of the rooms. Tommy Chong was on.
In one of our rooms? Or just in general?
I don't know if it was one of our rooms, but there were a lot of whackbag people and a lot of show people in the room with him. I was just listening, and I heard him yapping.
Hey, man.
Hey, I like what she's doing with her tits, man. Like, you guys just a waste.
He's not a waste. He did our show. We had a great time with him. Someone researched what Opie means in Arabic. You want to explain that?
Thank God. Well, we have this problem every time we log on in the morning here for the program. The room is Opie and Anthony Live. It's the name of the room. You could peer in and watch us do the show. And then we're noticing when we log on for the first time that Arabs, just a shitload of Arab men are logging into this site. I'm like, what is this just some common practice? But no, it's not happening in any of the other rooms, except for the Arab rooms. So we're kicking them out, booting them left and right.
That's how you start this whole thing. You kick out all the Arabs.
Yeah, all the Arabs just get kicked out.
Symbolic, isn't it?
It is symbolic, but it's more so like, let's make room for the people that appreciate the Opie and Anthony program.
And maybe appreciate America.
And don't fly planes into buildings. Right.
God, I hope I'm some Arabian, king or something.
I don't know, because, we found out the name Opie has something to do with this Arab thing, and they saw Opie in the name and just flocked to it, like the sheep they are. Just flocked. And half of the moderators and admins that I've personally appointed for this room spend most of the time kicking out Arabs. That's their job.
Well, this guy did some research. Eric in Montana. Eric?
Hey, guys.
Hey, man.
Hey, I got online yesterday and I just typed in Opie, Arabic into MSN and Google searches, and the only thing I can find on it is out of the University of Akron, something to do with an English as a second language type program. It's the only thing I could find. It only pulled up like 1,500 references, and I went through it, and that was all I could find.
Someone else found something, though. I'm very surprised.
But the other question I have is I have a real problem with Pal Talk. I have been trying to sign up for a Pal Talk account for a week. All I'm getting are error messages that tells me to contact Pal Talk administration and then does not give me a way to contact them.
Huh. Maybe a problem with your computer, or they're busy or something? I know we're bringing a lot of people on board for them for, whatever that's
I don't know.
worth.
I tried all Christmas weekend. It keeps giving me these error messages.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is with it. But that's the only reference I could find to Opie in Arabic. I even talked to some friends of mine who are from the Middle East, and none of them can think of any other references.
I actually looked it up, sir. It's not easy to find if you do a search, but Opie it's an Arabic god who's a blonde-haired Arabic god with a chiseled body.
Nice try, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, I got a question for you.
All right. Click.
What is the problem with getting you or Bill Burr or Voss or any of those guys out here in the West, like Colorado or any place like that? The comedy clubs out here keep saying that they have been turned down when trying to get you guys out here.
That's probably not true. I just think that we have to wait until an audience is built up, and I haven't really done much road work because I didn't know what the Louis schedule was. But I'll get out there soon. I want to get out to Colorado, the Comedy Works.
Eric, it's good that you mentioned that because in the new year we're going to start an Opie and Anthony comedy tour with some of these guys. So we're going to see who's available, and we're going to throw them on the road for a certain amount of dates. We'll probably start in some of the bigger cities that we're popular in, and then start branching out to places like Montana. All right.
I'm a trucker and I live in Colorado, so it's when I checked with the comedy club down there the other day, and I keep trying to get you guys in there, and they keep saying, so who knows? All right.
Hold on. Someone wants to talk to you around here for some reason. He hung up. I was trying to keep him on hold. Steve needed him for some reason.
Apparently the reference is something like Opus DEI or something. Like they're just getting confused is what it is. It's not quite Opie, but it's close enough where a few of them come over. A lot of them come over.
Do I need to go in the room and make a statement to my people?
To your Arabic people?
To my Arabic people? Don't be surprised if I come to work on Monday with, like, a turban.
Oh, you're going to be a raghead?
Well, I think I might have to. I got some followers.
Keep your people in check.
That's how it starts. I got some followers. I got to start growing the really bad beard, and I'm going to have some kind of turban.
Big bushy beard?
I think I'm going to start growing, like, what is it, the sideburns to the point where you have to roll them.
Is that, they do that?
I don't know. I'll take a little bit from everybody.
The big bushy Iraqi mustache is what you need. That's good. And just say my friend all the time.
My friend.
Big, bushy Iraqi mustache. They all love those.
Coke Logic from whackbag.com. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? I know what Opie means in Arabic.
Yeah.
It's a holy marshmallow smuggler.
All right.
Holy marshmallows. The marshmallow, a very holy and sacred item.
Why do you have to bring
Arabic
me down?
world.
I'm feeling pretty good that I might be some Arabian prince or something, and you have to bring it. You have to bring it right down to the gutter.
You are the furthest thing from an Arabian anything.
It's a man who saved his family from the bitings of a dog by kicking it in ancient Arabic.
Dog liver, very sacred.
We're going to have to all kneel mid-show to pray.
Yes.
Get your praying rugs out.
Pray to the Mecca. Mecca.
We're still trying to figure out what that's about, but Anthony kicking out Arabs every morning before.
Yeah, they all get kicked out.
Before the real listeners pop into the room.
They're pretty worthless in the room, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a big, uncut, hairy mess jacking off, do you? What do you use this for? Jacking off? You don't want to see that.
Hey, where's our pal Iron Sheik?
Iron Sheik. Maybe he can address some of the Arabs.
Yeah, give me a little Iron Sheik there.
Iron Sheik.
This is Aaron Sheik, World Wrestling Federation, 3-time champion, All-American AAU champion. Pleasure for me to the Anthony and Opium. Bring me here to New York to I say hello to all my wrestling fans and everybody know I'm the real Middle Eastern. Come to the greatest wrestling country and most famous city in the world, Manhattan, Madison Square Garden. I come 3 times champion. I want to say hello to all my wrestling fans, especially all American and also my Iranian friend. خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز سلام عرض میکنم. همه دنیا آرون شیخ خسرو وزیری رو میشناسن. Pleasure for me to I come back here again one more time to I talk to the Opium and Anthony, and pleasure for me always.
All right, that might have made the problem worse. Especially with his little code word, whatever the hell that was, that little sentence. Ooh, that could have made things a little worse.
It was something wrestling, get your pilot's license. Wrestling, something.
Let's go to Matt in New Jersey. Matt, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Matt.
How come you guys don't put, like, a disclaimer across when you first enter the room? You know how, like, all the other rooms have that disclaimer that says, hey, it's not an Arab room or whatever?
This the message up there, the non-jacking room is what it says. Actually, I believe we have a message up there that's supposed to be don't harass the ladies, because that's what people are getting booted for. A lot of people, I read instant feedback, then I get emails every day from people that are saying, dude, I sign up, I go on, and I'm immediately booted out. You know, which I'm thinking kind of sucks. So I start talking to some of the admins and saying, why are these people being booted? The first thing they do when they get up there is just any girl in the room, show me your cunt, bitch. I want to see your fucking tits. And then, boom, you're fucking out. You get bounced from the room for 24 hours. You're out of it.
For misbehaving.
Yeah. Misbehaving. I've told them to be a little more tolerant to people with names, because some people are getting kicked just for their names, but they don't know. They sign up. They think it's funny to have a, show me your clit as their name, and they pop in the room and they get thrown out.
Just,
but they should be warned, like, change your fucking name or something, because it's not a room about our fucking listeners getting tit shots. It happens. The girls do flash when they feel like it. But it's not just all about guys fucking, show me your tits, let me see your clit, I got to jerk off, I want to see. That's for us to do here in the studio.
That's actually my first name.
Is it?
Yeah, show me your tits, show me your clit, I want to jerk off. Semicolon.
That must be tough to write on a check there, Jimmy.
40119, because few other people had that name.
All right. Tech trends for 2006.
Yes.
What's going to be the hot items?
We're going to see.
We're going to see later on today, hopefully. Dan in Philly, what's up?
Hey, guys. Opie, you were saying yesterday to call in about the real highlights of 2005.
Yes.
I got one. How about after Tara Patrick's boob falling out after her horrendous tit job?
See, that was a great highlight of 2005.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tara Reid. Oh, Tara Reid, yeah.
It's okay. I understood what you meant, though.
Yeah.
And one of the highlights for me was Tara Reid's TV show.
Yeah, why didn't that make any of the great lists? And did that make a bad TV list or something? Because I know that one of those are out today.
Oh, yeah, where's the bad TV list?
They're calling it terrible. And
I think it did make that. And I think it's in the Post.
Well, that tit job was just absolutely horrendous that she had. So.
All right, yeah, one of the things we're doing on the show today is doing the real highlights of 2005, not these cute little lists that all the papers and magazines are doing. But you're right, Anthony. Tara Reid's show was one of the worst TV shows of the year. We loved Paradise.
It was one of those bad shows that was so bad. She was so horrifically bad that it was so entertaining to watch her and listen to every bit of babble that poured out of her mouth.
It was a sad day when we found out that that show got canceled.
Yes.
Do we have a little taste of Paradise maybe we could give the people today?
Tara.
For all the new listeners that are just finding the program for the first time because they got their XM for Christmas and they got it all hooked up and ready to go here.
Someone says I'm wrong.
About what?
I don't know. I like calling out people that I think I'm wrong. Sometimes they're right. Matt, was I in error?
You fucked up, Professor.
What did I do?
Opus Dei. It's a hyper-conservative Catholic organization where they actually, punish themselves physically as part of their penance.
Yeah? No Arabs in that?
No Arabs whatsoever. And also, just wanted to throw in about the Pal Talk. The guy tried to boot me off if I didn't have an Opie and Anthony reference. He's like, oh, well, do you know the show? If you're not, we're going to kick you out.
A reference?
Yeah, I had to throw in Java log and jeep, 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 jeep in order to stay on the room.
They're like passwords.
That's funny.
That you need. Well, what if somebody just wants to check it out, and that's how they were turned on to the show?
Shit, out of luck, man.
We're going to need some kind of protocol here in this room.
Yeah, we're figuring it all out.
I think you let the people in. When they fuck up, then you throw them out.
Yeah.
But you got to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's turning new people onto the show.
I got to tell you, we're building our own society slowly but surely.
That's what we have to do, Opie.
I hear from people that got married because of this radio show.
That's got to be a disaster right there.
And they've had kids because of this radio show.
Man on man.
You know, she's saying about them wedding with a black eye in the hospital.
I believe this is the first radio show that doesn't end.
Gary Glitter decided to go to Southeast Asia because of this show. Yeah, we understand. It makes an impact.
But this show doesn't end. We go off the air at, 11 on the East Coast here, but they continue all day, all night, message boards, fan sites, webcams, what have you.
You cannot believe how late
gatherings
these things go on.
At local bars in their area.
I know. I pop on the sites every so often at night, and I'm like, I got to go. And then they yell at me. Get to bed. You're not going to be able to do a show tomorrow, asshole.
Right.
Like I got listeners yelling at me to go to bed, that it's my Betty-bye time, and that they don't want me fucking up the next day.
Up a little late? All the time.
Up a little late, aren't you? Got to be up early. Someone gave me that last week when we had a day off, and I typed back like that. I was like, day off tomorrow, ass fuck. Showed him.
Sure did. That kind of language isn't necessary.
Why the language?
That's what I do.
Why the language, Anthony?
Because it's typed. The F's there. You see, it's right there on the keyboard. You might as well use them.
Now I want to see the list of the worst TV shows of the year. Paradise made it, and one of our favorite shows we talked about during the year.
Oh.
Who's Your Daddy?
Who's Your Daddy? Oh, what do they pick? Like the tasteless shows, the ones that
they got to bring back Who's Your Daddy. Remember that
politically incorrect?
Remember that blonde bimbo with the breast implants trying to find her father and
crying? They brought out a bunch of guys.
Do we have any of that audio, Hawk? That might be hard to find, especially the one where she's just crying when she finds her daddy.
Dude, it was one of those shows that are like the dating shows where they get one chick, they put a bunch of guys in a house, and they live together and they go on dates with the chick and stuff like that. It was like that. The twist was they were older men, and one of them was her long-lost father that gave her up when she was a kid. And she had all these father issues and everything, and that was the show that was going to reintroduce her to Daddy. And she's crying, and the father's crying. Gotta have that show brought back for Pat from Moonachie.
It was great, though.
Maybe he could hook up.
It was the cruelest show ever. It was the cruelest show. She's just standing in front of these older men, and one of them is her daddy, and they're not telling her.
What if one guy, like, she really got in her head, like, oh, I hope that's my father. He's really like the nice guy. And then this guy's a real asshole, and the asshole turns out to be the dad.
Yeah. The guy that copped the feel when they hugged.
Whoa. Grabbed a big hunk of ass.
Technically, it's his.
Oh. Hey, they're calling Intervention on A&E one of the worst shows of 2005.
Why? That's entertaining.
The Real Gilligan's Island made the list.
Yeah, that's horrible.
A show called The Will. I didn't...
What?
The Will.
The Will?
I guess dude dies, and then what? They got to figure out...
Jesus.
Who he left
How
the
to
money
divvy
to.
the will up?
CBS unveiled this series the first week of January and yanked it after a single telecast. That's why no one saw it. As a result, we never did learn which of Bill Long's family members and hanger-ons impressed him enough to win the ranch he was offering as this reality show's prize. To viewers, though, the only impressive thing here was the utter inhumanity of the entire enterprise.
Inhumanity. Stop.
Real Gilligan's Island, yes. Martha Behind Bars. But Can They Sing? I like But Can They Sing. That was really funny. Battle of the Network Reality Stars was a bomb. And, of course, Brittany and Kevin doing Chaotic was a huge disaster.
Dude, he's a good rapper, though, man. I love his music. That guy's fantastic.
All right. See, now I got to give this warning also every morning. The instant messages. I am a busy, busy, busy man here on this program.
You're a star.
I'm a star. I'm fancy. I don't have time for a couple of hundred people I-emming me on this goddamn Pal Talk every day. You will be banned.
What'd that bum say to you?
Look at this fucking IM that popped up.
I don't like it.
It says, when will there be a new Prof. Anthony? What does that mean? What does it even fucking mean?
He's losing his mind. What's his name? Who said that?
His name? The future Mr. Bounce from the room in 3 seconds when I say his fucking name? Is Hacked by Twitchy. Hacked by Twitchy. Yeah, eep, eep, eep. Go ahead, IM me, right up until they bounce you in 2 seconds.
I would say don't IM Anthony again and you won't get bounced.
No, he already did 3 times.
Oh, did he really?
3 times.
Oh, okay, bye.
And I rule with an iron fist.
You sure do.
I don't give a warning. I give a warning to the rest of the people by executing one person.
But maybe this guy didn't know the rules.
Now he knows, and now everyone else knows how really serious. Because if you don't do this, you know what happens? I warn him. Everyone IMs me as a joke. Now, one guy off with his head, he's gone. And now who dare IM again?
I bet you there's some funny ones that come up, though. You guys should IM. Someone just IM'd. Ha ha. Read them. Let's make them famous.
All right, let's see. Nuisance777, Lucci and Papa Goulash love the penis, is what he's saying.
Oh.
To you? Yeah, he wanted me to know that.
Oh.
He wanted me to know that.
Cool.
All right.
I'm blocking everybody.
Let's go to Rob on Long Island.
I dare people to IM you.
Oh, fuck yourself.
I dare him.
Norton. See, we're going to try not to do a radio show for 150 people in a webcam room.
Right.
Because the rest of the country's like, who cares? Rob on Long Island, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Good morning, Fuzzy Nipples.
Hello.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, are you guys going to be bringing the webcams to Vegas with you? Is there any way to set them up there?
Yes, there's absolutely a way to set it up.
Yeah, we're going to be at CES in Vegas, doing shows Thursday and Friday, I guess.
Yeah, as long as we got a laptop.
Wednesday we're taking off to fly, and then Thursday and Friday we do 2-hour shows. It's the biggest joke.
A lot of pressure those 2 hours, Opie, and, got to stay well-rested for the late nights of gambling. And then, of course, we're there for the weekend, just for the fuck of it.
Oh, yeah, and then we have to take Monday off because we're flying back Monday.
Even though we're done with the shows Friday.
Right.
3 days to recover and just get the radio heads back together?
Right.
I'm not used to this new way of doing radio. In commercial radio, they fucking just work you to the bone. Yeah. This satellite radio is a breeze, man.
Like an animal.
We're taking tomorrow off. We work 2 full days, Monday and Tuesday. Then we take Wednesday off to fly. Then we do Thursday and Friday, but we're only doing 2 hours each of those days. And then we spend the weekend in Vegas and then have to take Monday off because we're flying back.
Yeah.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah. For one of the highlights of 05, do you think that the perverted justice dateline on them?
Oh, my God. Dude, you crapped out right at the punchline there. Perverted justice or something like that?
The perverted justice dateline. You think that would be one of them?
That was definitely a highlight of 2005. Yep. That's one of the real highlights of 2005.
Have a good day, guys. See you later.
All right. One of the real highlights of 2005?
Yeah.
The Pat O'Brien sex tapes.
Oh, my God.
That's a real highlight of 2005.
Was that brought up in any list?
Nope.
That was huge. It was? Than is saying yes. Well, fantastic.
Well, the Post kind of, it's a coincidence, obviously. I'm not going to claim a hoo-hoo, you're ripping me off. Tell him, Fred. But yesterday we were on the show and said, give us the real highlights of 2005. The New York Post made it very easy for us. 75 things to love about 2005.
75?
We're not going to read all of them, obviously, but Pat O'Brien's voicemail messages obviously made the list.
Best.
Stuff like Robot Chicken made the list.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that's a great thing. I haven't checked that out yet.
Yeah.
The Runaway Bride's mugshot. Remember her?
Runaway Bride.
Oh, wow. Yeah. The chick that made a break for it or left the altar?
Oh, right. The big googly eyes.
She got banged by Mexicans in a van or whatever it was.
Had a little fantasy in Vegas.
And then they found an old mugshot of her with her googly eyes.
Her googly eyes.
Paris Hilton's pets made the list.
Yeah.
She was walking around with this endangered species.
Like,
no, it wasn't the puppy, Anthony. It was the...
Oh, that it was Pikachu?
Yeah, it was that half monkey, half whatever the hell it was. Half monkey, half raccoon, or I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck that was.
The Puggles made the list.
Puggles.
Ashley Simpson fucking up. Do we have Ashley Simpson getting booed? at the Rose Bowl.
One of my favorites.
Eric, you should break out some of these quick highlights from 2005. Oh, you got it right here? This is a huge highlight of 2005. Ashley Simpson got caught lip-syncing on SNL, and then, I don't know, a month or two later, she went to the Rose Bowl to sing, and they booed her. Listen to this.
Kelly Clarkson, Trace Adkins, Ashley Simpson, part of our halftime show at the FedEx Orange Bowl.
Kelly Clarkson.
And that announcer's a fraud.
Ashley Simpson.
How do you not address that? How do you not address the fact that the whole stadium just booed Ashley
Holy
Simpson?
shit, she is getting fucking booed. It's almost like Mohammed Atta has walked into the stadium. Stadium.
But you know, the three of them were probably backstage after singing, and they all knew that she was the one they were booing. 'Cause she probably told herself that Kelly Clarkson, they don't like her. But, you know, it's you.
No, it was you, stupid.
That was some horrible singing, too.
Oh,
I mean,
awful.
oh, my God.
Well, here we go. The real highlights of 2005. We can get right into it. Prozac from Whack Bag. You got one?
Yeah, good morning, boys.
Hey.
One of my true highlights of 05 were the teachers banging the underage students. Hot shit.
Oh, man, was that a trend? Let's talk about trends in 2005, too. That was a trend. Hot teachers banging their students.
That, who was the real hottie? What was her name? The blonde.
From Florida, right?
Yeah.
One from Albany was pretty hot, too. The one
Yeah,
from
but
Florida.
nothing beat, like, the one from Albany would have been hot if it wasn't for that other one. She was just, like, model fucking hot.
Yeah.
Banging some kid.
Very
some
good.
lucky little guy.
Sucking on his Twizzler cock.
That's a very good one, Prozac.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Well, let's go to Puggle Kicker. Puggle Kicker?
Hey,
what's going on,
I don't like that name one bit.
By the way, if you're a new listener to this show, you can't call in with your real name. It's just not about that. No one gives a fuck. There's a Keith in Virginia or a John in Utah. Puggle Kicker.
Right.
Puggle Kicker is calling our program. What's up?
Hey, Jimmy, you remind me of that gecko in the Geico commercial. I don't know why, but you...
All right, hold on.
Anyhow.
Hold on. I recognize the voice.
It is familiar.
What?
This is, what's your name? You're the trucker that's all over the place. You call from a different city every other day.
Max from Dallas.
This is Max from Dallas. He has changed his name to Puggle Kicker.
You know something? You stun me on a daily basis with
Why?
stuff like that. How did you recognize anyone's voice, know their names?
I guarantee
who the...
I guarantee there's a bunch of people out there that go, I recognize that voice. There's some...
No, they're not. They're just another person on the phone.
No, to you, maybe. I pay attention.
I pay attention, too. That's weird.
I get a lot of crap, but I have passion for what I do, and I listen very closely.
Hey, now I'm taking offense at the fact that you're saying I don't have passion because I don't identify one guy
You're not
on a phone
listening to the
full of
listeners.
people. Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You should have
yes, I
recognized
am.
Max from Dallas.
No, it's crazy.
Max, how about this? No, I'm going to go with this one. You should have recognized his voice.
No.
Max, how many times have you called the show since we started? Seriously.
Oh, God. Probably about... I don't know, I want to say probably close to 100 times.
Yeah, this guy has been on our show easily 25, 30 times.
That is just another fucking voice coming out of a box. Listen to it.
No, it's not. And he always has something to say about Jimmy. It's always, Jimmy, you remind me of this, Jimmy this, Jimmy that.
I do recognize
the
this
whole
weird.
pattern of his whole fucking call is the same.
That's weird that you know that.
All right, maybe
that's an obsession.
I know it's not an obsession.
It's some kind of OCD thing.
No, it's a Rain Man.
A Rain Man thing.
It's a Rain Man thing. What?
I think Opie's just psychic.
No, I'm not psychic.
Smart,
Take off the it part and put iconic on.
All right, Max from Dallas, who's now Puggle Kicker. What's up?
2005 highlight, the guy that got his fucking mule chewed off by the monkey.
Yeah, that's...
hey,
guys, have a good one.
Huge highlight.
That is a massive highlight from
Huge
2005.
highlight. The guy that got his junk, foot, hand, nose, face,
fingers individually,
eaten off by a monkey.
Were they chimps?
By a chimp. Nasty chimpanzee just ripped them apart.
One was going for like his face and one for his balls.
Because, yeah. One bit off his wife's thumb.
Yeah.
And then just started ripping him apart when he tried to rescue the wife.
And the real tragedy is, like, people say that he was messed up, but she had, like, a whole career going. She would do, like, go to parties as a Fonzie impersonator.
Wrecked her career, that
Totally ruined.
chimp bastard.
All right. Now I feel, like, uncomfortable, like I'm some kind of freak. So now Rich is going to help me out. Rich in Pennsylvania.
What's up, man?
Anthony's making me feel like a freak today.
Well, yeah, man, he's always on here.
Wait a minute, Rich.
What's up?
You used to go by the name of Bob back in '56. You used to request songs on American Hot Wax.
That's me, man. Yeah, that's
Wolfman Jack used to take your calls.
Yep. Dude, that guy calls all the time, man. He's the one that gave Nugent a hard time. He was telling him about he had all these guns.
I'm telling you,
I don't doubt he calls all the time.
There's other ones I would recognize, and then you would have a point, to be honest with you. But that guy probably called our show more than anyone else.
I don't doubt he does, and if his name was up there, I wouldn't be amazed. The fact is, he had a brand new name. He said 3 words. And Ope's like, wait a minute, I know who this is.
All right.
And
Yeah,
meanwhile,
he has something to say about.
Meanwhile, I go to, like, appearances or something, and there's people that show up at every single one, and I'm like, what's that guy's name? Who's that? Like, I can't remember anybody. Our own interns, until they were hired, I couldn't tell Than from the other guy.
Our brains are wired differently. Mine is filled with this dumb shit instead of knowledge of the Nazis.
I don't know. Hey, important stuff there.
I was waiting for him to say something about Jimmy there, but he didn't, man.
I interrupted him, but he usually does something with Jimmy, too. You were going to say something, Jimmy? Or
I'm just enjoying watching the battle of the mental illness. It's like the fucking both of you are just trying to convince yourselves that you're both hanging on to fucking some kind of sanity by your fingernails. Well, at least I don't put on German clothes. Well, at least I don't remember people's names when they call. It's fucking ridiculous.
Coming from a man whose nails ripped out years ago.
Oh, dude. I'm filth in shoes. I know I'm garbage.
All right, let's go to Wheel in New Jersey. Wheel, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys? How you doing?
All right.
Yeah, what about good old Wolf Blitzer? They're so poor, and they're so black.
That was a real...
It's such a shame.
That's one of the best highlights of 2005.
That was a good one. A lot of people watched that.
Here it is.
As much as you see that picture, though, you simply get chills every time you see these poor individuals. As Jack Cafferty just pointed out so tragically, so many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions for people who are watching this story unfold. We'll take a quick break. More of our special coverage right after this.
See, that's why I like Drew, because you're kind of black. They're so black.
They are so black.
I'm moderately white.
Yeah, everyone knew what Wolf was trying to, like, the point he was trying to get across is there are so many that are black.
Right.
It's not, they're so poor, and they're just so black.
So black, yes.
That's funny. That's somebody. It's funny if you say, like, a blind date shows up and you're so black. But you're so black. Remember Lethal Weapon 2?
Drew is so black.
But Drew does a lot of mixing. That's not a white guy thing.
Dave in New Jersey.
Musical gentleman.
Another real highlight of 2005. Dave?
Oh, and Scott with Tom Sizemore's Orgasm.
Tom Sizemore's Orgasm.
Of course.
God, now I got to find that one, because that is great.
Of course. We're going to find it in a second for you, but that was another real highlight of
all right, keep it up, guys.
2005.
Well, I could never...
and I got it over here for
away. You. Is it on 9? I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore's Orgasm. One of the highlights of 2005.
Oh, motherfucker!
That's his sex tape, and he really...
Oh, motherfucker!
But he just doesn't beat this guy.
One of our new things we're doing on the show is compiling a bunch of loud orgasms.
Loud orgasm.
And Steve just handed this in, matter of fact. It's called Loud Orgasm, and it's a hand job. Maybe Steve could come in here and explain
a handy?
That.
From him, his claws got caught in the pubes.
Let's take a listen to this real fast.
Fuck. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a handy?
That was an aggressive, double-fisted handy.
Oof.
Yeah. The guy was packing.
The guy was packing. Needed the two-fister.
Incidentally, I have audio of me having an orgasm. It's real. It wasn't put on. It's from a video. I will bring it in. I keep forgetting to do
God damn it.
But I won't share the video. I'll just bring in the audio.
Why?
Some years ago. I forgot I even had it on a video.
Yeah, what's the back history on this?
I videotaped a girl blowing me. She knew it. I was holding a video camera. And I forgot that I had this, and I found it. And I heard the orgasm recently, and it was like...
Is it... Do a little impression of it. All right. E-Rock, good ad to the show.
Hold on. Let me do my impression of Hawk being fired.
That was good. Travis, hysterical laughing in the other room.
Certainly is.
Fan running in so he can point and laugh. He ran in the room just so he could point and laugh at Hawk. Nice. We needed the news ticker during that.
Very nice.
A little impression?
Yeah, a little impression of what Jimmy's orgasm might have. It's hungry baby bird.
You do not make that.
No, you don't do that.
No. I think I actually... someone told me I remind them of Steve when I come. That's what this girl said, because I go, oh, my God, quickly navigate my cock. Up and down, harder.
Extremely accurate. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Can't get over that.
But it's not a gay
Your
thing.
load is being served. Little foundry joke.
I love that Steve does his impression of Jimmy doing him now.
Because Steve's impression is barely containing himself from planting his Lebanese fist into my cheek. Because Steve is going, I know you think I sound gay. How'd you like the shit beaten out of you?
Yes, precisely.
But it's not that I think he sounds gay. That just happens to be
the enunciation of every syllable.
It's the absolutely perfect thing. The gay thing is an offshoot that he happens to have that lifestyle. That's not what I'm trying to get to.
Thank you so much, Jim.
2006 is going to be the year that Steve finally snaps and punches one of us.
Is that a resolution?
Yeah.
Nope.
No doubt in my mind.
He probably has to make a resolution every year, like not to kill somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. And like, wow, I did it. Another year, I didn't kill somebody.
It's part of the 12-step philosophy. It's one day at a time, 1 week at a time.
One life at a time, not taken.
Exactly.
And incidentally, my idea did get ripped off about... Remember I said that I want to do New Year's resolutions? Well, I've heard the paper and stuff doing New Year's resolutions.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, that's not good.
And probably other radio shows jumping on that bandwagon, too. I bet
What happens when you throw
Are they in the paper today?
I don't know, but
The
I'm
New
just
Year's
saying.
resolutions?
No, but I just heard that they were doing it.
I know the Sean Lennon crap is in the paper today. He's looking for a girl.
Do you have to? I don't know. You get the whole John Lennon thing going. Do you have to put an ad on page 6? And, of course, he gets a lot of responses.
How could you be Sean Lennon and not just walk out with your checkbook and go, hey, Sean Lennon, and not just get all the girls you want?
Let's try the same thing that Sean did. He put out an ad that he needs a girl, and he got some responses. If you've seen the girls he got responding, lovely. Well, I'd like a girlfriend. I've been single for a while.
Oh,
it's been a while. I'm a little lonely. I'm a little depressed. I'd like a gal pal.
Yeah, let's do what Sean Lennon's doing. How are we going to do this? They can email you directly, and then you got to be fair and bring in all the messages.
I would say on MySpace, maybe, because the picture's right there. It's easy to sift through.
Yeah, if you don't know the story, if it's not in your paper, Sean Lennon, like we just pretty much said, I'm just going to set it up again.
What do you want to say?
He's lonely. He hasn't had a girlfriend in a while, and it was in the paper yesterday requesting that page 6, the gossip column of the New York Post, help him find a chick. And he was dead serious, and he had like all these parameters, like you had to be between 18 and 45, you had to be smart with a high IQ of an IQ of a certain amount, blah blah blah. You got to be beautiful, inside and out.
Why throw in the inside line? Just admit it. Here's my criteria: you got to look good, you got to be between the ages of 18 and anything under, and. And your vagina should bulge like it's covering a gargoyle.
Yeah.
That's what I want your underwear to look like, a gargoyle hat.
So
He wants something hot that he can go to the clubs with.
Wait, that was yesterday, and there's already responses in today's paper.
Oh, good for him.
Let's see, like this girl, Betsy Head, 27, IQ unknown, but graduated college cum laude. She's a theater person, producer, director, bartender, likes art, films, travel, running, and theater. Her quote, "I lead a full life and would love to share it with someone."
Oh.
Ugh. Lisa Wazaki, 35, 5'8".
Ah, another Jap. Like Mom.
Fake Jap, though. Just a little squint. Just a slight squint. She likes movies and art, dislikes mushrooms, yicky bugs, and people who don't appreciate a hug.
She ate? This was also bad, though. Favorite book, Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
And Lisa's quote for Sean Lennon as he looks for a girlfriend, "I can't name any of Sean's songs off the top of my head, but that might be refreshing.
But he could rest a beer on top of mine as I suck his cock. That's what he wants to hear."
She really thinks she's going to be the girl who's like, "Hey, man, I don't know who you are, but I'll still answer an ad in the paper anonymously." Stop trying to be aloof, stupid. You're sending him your picture and fucking including your IQ.
That's how Yoko did it.
I saw
told John she didn't know who the Beatles were.
That's bullshit.
I know.
I saw Sean Lennon open
were.
up for the Strokes in Central Park about a year and a half ago. And the guy has unbelievable talent, but he's got to get away from that Yoko. She's ruining his career. This guy could put out some great music if he wasn't influenced by her ridiculous art.
Two generations of destroying music. Isn't that wonderful?
Scream?
His voice is amazing, and at times sounds exactly like John Lennon.
Really?
So you hear the potential, and the structures of the songs are pretty good and all that. And then it's just a mess. Just a mess. Musically, it's that Yoko just
all over the place
and all over the place.
Yeah, that was groovy in the '60s when you were on LSD.
Who enjoys her? Like I've never met one person that thought she was a talented, good singer. I've never met one person go, "Fucking Yoko, man. When's she put out a CD?" Never.
She's not talented.
Hey, there's Alexandra Jaxtis, 31, but feels like she's in her 20s. She's 31.
She's out.
Of course you feel like you're in your 20s.
His criteria.
Likes music, theater, and dogs. Attitude, reserved yet wild and fabulous, humble and funny. Good performances give me the ultimate high, she says. There's two more real fast. Cinnamon Ray, 25. IQ, no idea. Perfect. Profession, club promoter. Likes chicken fried steak. Dislikes sweaty hands. Her quote, "You don't know me, but you want to."
Ooh, she's sassy.
She's a dirty girl. And then there's Natalie Wisniewski.
No shot, you Pollock.
21, 5'4", 125 pounds.
No shot.
Profession, head of international shipping for a Milwaukee company. Ugh. She loads trucks for old Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Likes the Beatles, John specifically. Dislikes Paul. Oh, that's perfect. Playing right into the mama's hands. And then the quote, "They'd make a great couple."
Mm-hmm.
And that's a quote from Natalie's mom. So we want to do the same thing with Jim Norton?
Yeah, and Steve is actually really, I think the MySpace account's the best idea because I can get pictures immediately and I can save all responses.
And then you bring in the really good ones on Monday and Tuesday?
Of course, but there's some really, Steve said maybe I can make an email address for you at Foundry, but the names are really good that he came up with off the cuff. There's a datejim@foundrymusic.com or gethiv@foundrymusic.com or tranny lover LUVR. Yeah, that's practical. LUVR. Why not LOVER? Why just spell it LUVR?
It was probably taken by someone else over at Foundry.
No, we'll just do Jim Norton at myspace.com.
Yes.
And I need more friends.
All right.
Yeah, see, this is a good way for him to get more friends.
And you're welcome, by the way. The people that have gotten their checks have thanked me.
You're not sending money to anyone. Shut up. You got to be over 10,000 now, right?
Very close. I think I am, but it's been a few days since I did it. I'm close to 10,000.
Very close to 10,000.
Both you guys are close to 10.
We're very close to each other, as we should be. Just two men close.
We'll see if we can find you a real girlfriend there, Jimmy.
A lovely girlfriend who would like to go on dates and handhold and do little look at this in the cheek.
And do just like the Sean Lennon thing. You know what you look like, a picture, obviously, your likes, dislikes, and a quote or something.
And your insides Irrelevant to me. I don't care if you've had an emotional hysterectomy. Just look good on the outside.
You really do want a girlfriend?
I don't know.
Yeah.
In a way, I would. But you'd have to be,
Isn't it lonely when, like, the hooker leaves?
Yeah.
You know, and you're alone in that apartment of yours. And
yeah. Crib, I call it.
Crib, the
Sound
crib,
hip.
because it is your place.
Yeah.
Co-op, whatever you want to call it.
Pad.
All right. One more real highlight of 2005 before we take a break. Inbred from Pennsylvania. Inbred.
Yo.
Hey.
Highlight of 2005.
Yeah.
Apparently, every time Max from Dallas calls the show.
Yeah.
All right. I get it. I'm an ass. All right. Here's the deal. This is what's happening, okay? Tomorrow we take the day off. For the new listeners, especially for the people just turning on their XM satellite radios, we put together a 12-hour best bits since coming to satellite radio show.
Mm-hmm.
We ran it last weekend. We're going to run it this weekend as well, starting Friday at midnight.
For
East
the
Coast
new
time.
people.
For the new people. Here's the very interesting thing. We're taking tomorrow off. There was a bunch of bits we couldn't fit in because of time restraints.
Yep.
So tomorrow's show is going to be 4 hours of stuff that should have made that special.
We're doing you a favor by taking the day off.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
So it's more of the best bits since coming to satellite radio tomorrow that most people haven't heard yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we rerun the big special all weekend long.
Great way to catch up if you're a new listener.
It's a 12-hour show that just repeats all weekend long, okay?
Fantastic.
So that's what's going on. And we have Drew Boogie in the studio kind of mixing and fucking around with us today, the day before we take the long weekend. So, Drew, why don't you kick it up here?
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. Now you like me now, I ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. Now you like me now, I say. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. Now you like me now, I say.
Come on, give it up to
Wow.
Wow. Mixing live in studio today. That is fantastic. That rocks.
He's mixing vomit, Opie. It's great.
Absolutely love it.
Hi, Sam.
Thanks.
That one could be as good as the hybrid car sound one you do.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to do that into break for the people that haven't heard that one yet. But Drew Boogie in studio, yes, doing a great job. That's
How many
awesome.
guys can mix in the sounds of vomit like that and make it completely work? And
I dare anybody to...
Oh, sorry. Go again.
I challenge anybody to come and do that.
Absolutely not.
I'm bringing up challenges. Fuck it.
Mix Wars.
That I can't see anybody else making sense of vomit like you do. That's fantastic.
It's a beautiful thing.
It wasn't a backhanded compliment either, my friend.
Thank you.
My thought is the truckers out there, do they get it on any level?
Oh, yeah.
In the South, they're
They
just
enjoy
driving around and-
the tune and the vomit.
You should do a little country mix sometime down the road.
Oh, I'm going to really fuck them up. I'm going to do some hip-hop mix later and really drive them away today.
That's all right. We can handle that. Let's go to Lil Connor, who's on the line. We're looking for some of the real highlights of 2005. Lil Connor, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks, Connor.
Hey, wasn't Ben's hog pretty big in 2005?
It
Yes, certainly was.
And 4 in 2003. And when was he born?
Incidentally, that's another highlight that people are missing. It was a big part of this year.
What?
My birthday.
Yeah, your birthday.
I mean, sure, it's today. I don't expect people to get all crazy about it. No?
No.
You had birthdays like a progeria kid should have birthdays this year.
Yeah. Every day is another year.
You had Go ahead.
How old are you? Well, how do you mean that? Do you mean theoretically or
87?
Greg in Ohio. Greg?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Happy birthday, little Jimmy.
What?
Hey, a highlight for you. Horse fuck snuff film.
The what?
The horse fuck snuff film.
Oh, horse fuck snuff film. Yeah, the guy that was having sex with a horse, and the horse drove it home and messed up his insides. Killed the guy.
What was that?
That's a girl getting nailed by a horse, right?
Yeah, well, the story was that farm in Seattle or outside Seattle, somewhere there in Washington State. I don't know. And, guys that mostly pay to get to have sex with animals on this farm.
Yeah, and some guy was having sex with a horse.
And he died, right?
Yeah.
He died.
The horse put a little bit in. And I guess they have handlers there that are supposed to keep it that way. But that horse wanted nothing of that. He wanted to bury it.
Yeah, and he did.
He certainly did.
Can't blame the horse. Quite a little bottom like that. How do you not?
Let's go to Knuckle Fart. Knuckle Fart.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey.
Hey, Drew, you got a mixtape out or anything that we can pick up?
Not yet. I'm working on something, though.
You really should.
You know how many of those we could sell for you? Even if you just did the remixes really quick through 10 or 12 on a CD?
I have a better idea, actually.
Uh-oh.
But I'm not going to divulge it on the air.
Oh, secrets.
Oh, that's smart.
I know what the idea is.
What?
It's to give these away for free at my Tower Theater.
Tower.
Yeah.
You should not be allowed to finish that plug right now.
Tower
Jimmy, I'll look at you again in an hour.
I really am a cocksucker.
Puggle Eater. Jeez. Puggle Eater.
Yes, sir. Just a real quick update, buddy. I went on to your one sponsor, Bodog.net, and it is an excellent site. I emailed, I think his name is Mr. Ayer.
Yes.
And immediately wrote me right back and thanked me for writing to him. I told him I heard it on your show and everything. And they're very nice people, and that is one hell of a site. Keep up the good work.
Bodog.net to learn how to play poker, yes.
BODOG.net. Yeah, learn everything you need to know.
Anthony checks it out on a nightly basis. And
I'm on there.
Pal Talk and
I got a lot of computer things going on.
Looking up stuff on eBay.
Guns.
That he may need for his collection. His growing collection. Huh? All right, whatever there. I don't know what he said at the end.
Found a nice rifle sight for my Enfield. I was doing a little research on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, seeing, where it came from, when it was built. I got the serial numbers. Everything matches, which is good. A lot of times you get the bolt and receivers don't match up, but everything matches. My brother did a great job.
All right. The hot tech of 2006. This is some of the stuff we can look forward to.
Yes.
Let's go to this clip.
Is there one device, is there one form of technology that's going to have the most impact this year?
Well, in the last few years, we've seen broadband internet to the home as a really big trend. And I think in 2006 and beyond, the really big trend, the thing that's really going to have a major impact on our lives is broadband wireless. So you're seeing technologies like Wi-Fi, which are in homes or in offices, really being deployed across cities. So cities like Philadelphia, San Francisco are being lit up in what are called mesh networks, where you get broadband wireless internet, to your laptop laptop to your phone, but throughout the city. And there are even other technologies like Verizon has and a broadband wireless that uses a cellular network that's called Edge or EVDO. Those are others that allow you basically to get really high-speed internet on the go.
That's great.
You think 2006 will be the year of Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
It's been kind of popping up here and there, but it looks like it's really going to explode in 2006.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the big cities will have it at first, and then, it'll be all over the place. That way you're with your laptop, you don't have to find a connection. Anywhere you are. Boom. Open it up. You're online.
How about planes? That'd be nice to finally have internet on the planes.
It'll crash.
Oh, yeah.
You insane?
Yeah, you got to turn off all those devices when they're in the air.
It's amazing. It doesn't interfere.
It does nothing.
No.
Because that's true. The terrorists would just get on a little laptop and open it up. It doesn't interfere.
Guarantee that was just a room full of people like flight attendants and other people that work in the cabin saying, look, we just don't want to listen to that shit for fucking hours on end. Because they're talking about letting people use their cell phones during flights.
Yeah, they just want everyone to pay attention.
Just
when it's time to land and when it's time to take off. That's all that's about.
You don't want the guy talking loudly. I hate it on trains, down the sidewalk. It annoys me. I don't think anyone's ever heard a conversation I've had on the cell phone. You keep it in a normal level.
I'm embarrassed when I have to use my cell phone on the train. I'm like
some people,
I'm like the guy that hovers into the window. Like I turn sideways and then I cup my hands. Like, yeah, I'm on the train. I'll
keep it quick.
I'll be getting in about an hour.
Yeah, I'm going through that file right now. Let me open up my briefcase. The guy's office is now the seat next to you. Nah, shut up.
You should be able to take out a hammer and just hit him over the head once. Nice and hard.
Right across the cheek.
Oof. It's unbelievable that people are just not shy with their phones on the trains and the planes.
Annoying, and that's what you need on a fucking plane.
But with the plane thing, if it was really a danger, don't you think they would collect them all?
Yeah.
Seriously.
They're just going to leave it up to you that you're turning it off?
Right.
People don't do it in the fucking movie theater when the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to miss what's said on the screen.
What about some stupid rube that wasn't listening and just happens to turn the cell phone on in the middle of the flight? What danger is there really? If it was a danger, they would be collecting it into a big box and saying, hey, we'll give it back at the end of the flight. Nothing happens. Stop. Cell phones at the gas pump. Shut up.
Yeah, that don't work
Stop.
Either. No blowing up cars from a cell phone.
It did happen once. It was like a real freak thing with some static electricity. I actually
but it wasn't a cell phone. It was a static charge from touching the truck.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that on MythBusters.
I thought there was a ring. One had a ring or something.
And they did it. They actually filled a room up. That's why I love MythBusters. They filled a plexiglass room up with a gas vapor and put a cell phone in it and called it, answered it. Had it go, set off a spark in the room. I mean, they did. They really had to work to make this blow up. Okay. I don't know. I think that's one of those things. Myth, as they say on MythBusters.
There you go. All right, cell phones in 2006. Everyone wants to know. Yeah. Should they get a new cell phone? Should they wait? I think it's a game you can never win, obviously.
No, but right now, very big video on demand.
Video on demand on the
that's
on
very
the cell
big
phone?
on the phone. I use it. I was sitting there in a doctor's office waiting room.
Yeah.
And, it just takes forever. You sit there and wait. What do you do? An hour? And what are you going to do? Read the magazines? Talk to the wonderful people that are in there? No. I pulled out my phone. I popped up, and now every week it seems like they're adding more channels to it. I was watching Discovery Channel live on my telephone. And then Fox News, watch MTV, and then they keep adding new shows.
Yeah.
To that whole package.
It's all about the MP3 players, too, with the phones.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new thing as well. Download the music right to your phone. Well, let's see what they have to say about the phones in 2006.
Well, if you're a power user, you love all the new features and functions coming into cell phones. But most folks, I think, are a little intimidated by all of the additional features. So two phones that are examples of kind of what's to come are the Motorola Pebble here and the Motorola Silver. This is, the sort of similar form factor to the Razr, which is so popular. Right. And what they've got in these phones, what you're seeing with like lots of phones, is just more and more features being added. So, for example, these both have MPEG-4 video video capture and playback, so you can show video on them. They've got something called Screen 3, which is a push technology that delivers news and entertainment to the phone with 0 clicks.
Right.
So you've got a lot of things like that, but also, really what you've got is a convergence of cell phones and computers. So people doing email, watching videos. There is a term mobisode, which is like a mobile episode of watching video on your cell phone. People using phones to swipe credit cards, use GPS technology. So it's really more and more functions being embedded in the phone.
Question. Do these actually make phone calls?
They do make phone
It doesn't drop 3 times.
Oh, my God.
Like phone calls. I was getting some big laughs at the Christmas party because what I was doing, everyone had digital cameras, and I was picking that up and talking into it. Hello? Yeah, just making a call on my camera. See, because a lot of people now taking pictures with the phone.
If I'd have seen that, I know would have been able to eat
I
my
know,
dinner.
Jimmy. And all I could think of was you when you put your glasses on upside down and the room just loses their mind.
For those on Pal Talk, I know you can't see this at home, but you know what? You're missing out on some big laughs. I walk in like this, the whole place goes crazy. Look at that. Upside down.
Glasses were upside down.
Unbelievable.
And it's a scream.
Does he know it? Does he not know it? The mystery continues.
That's why we're brilliant broadcasters.
Of course.
I got to keep repeating that one.
And by the way, I was watching the commercial. Can I say it for the country? Enough with fucking Queen Latifah. Enough with this fucking woman.
But, Jimmy, she's so sassy. And she's just full of energy. And you don't get one past her, let me tell you.
But, she's got the safe energy. She's got the sassy black gal thing, but she's not threatening at all. And she kind of puts her hair the way we like it.
That's why she's in every movie. You're not enjoying...
No.
I have not seen one movie she has been in.
Well, the Cab movie with Jimmy Fallon I didn't watch.
No.
But
I refuse to watch that. Jimmy Fallon's career just taken off after leaving
a lot of those SNL guys have problems with the movies, except Will Ferrell.
There's only a couple.
Will Ferrell's in every movie, though.
I would say, well, yeah, but he's at least having a successful career.
Oh, did you say but Will Ferrell? Or?
Oh, yeah, but he's doing great.
He's had a few bombs, but...
He's had bombs, but
they continue to give him roles.
All of them that have gone on to do films have had their share of bombs.
Yeah.
But there are the guys that just can get through it, and they make other films, and that's it. Someone's calling me.
Who would call such a star of your magnitude on the radio?
Why would someone call me? Let me answer. It's from Virginia.
Ooh.
Hello? This is Anthony. Who are you? You're calling from Geico. Geico sure knows how to interrupt my radio show. You certainly do. Every time you talk to me before. Yeah, it's between 7 and 11. Am I getting money?
I heard.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I did. I got my $500 deductible back, everybody, because I'm a fancy man.
They never saw you drinking and driving, did they?
Yeah, I drink and drive a lot. You might want to add that to the insurance. All right, one quick question. Maybe,
quick question. We're doing a national talk show, you bitch! Holy shit, you fuck!
Could I call you back
Did she say
later?
one quick question?
When,
He's on the radio, stupid! He's on the radio, you whore!
Hey, SWAT, you're
Die! Die, you whore!
Die in a car crash, you whore!
That's fantastic.
The Geico lizard has AIDS.
She did not say one quick question after you said you're in the middle of doing a talk show.
Yes, that's like I'm on the air, and she's asked me if I one quick question.
That would only be acceptable if the question was, why am I such a dumb cunt?
That's brilliant.
And the question was if I used a rental car during that period. That's not a quick question, because now I have to tell her what rental agency, how much, all the...
Just a typical fuck that answers the phone, has no concept of anything going on outside their office.
One quick question. I'm on...
How about this? No, bitch.
I'm on the air.
I'm really tough with your insurance people.
Geico. Ramon.
You should ban Geico from your life. Just drive around without car insurance.
Yes.
That's what
like
I would
the
do.
Puerto Ricans.
That's right.
You get hit by a Puerto Rican, just write it off. just fucking write it off. You will not see an insurance card in there.
Just go to Starbucks and start crying.
That's all. You ain't seeing dime one.
Sir, do you have insurance? I didn't think you did.
Insurance?
Of course you don't. You don't have insurance. I'll get back in the car. Let Uncle Ted take over. Thank you very much. All right, we know.
We know, Ted.
You're a real American, and we're not.
You're going to help us all out, Ted.
Yes.
We get it.
Build a wall at the border. I understand.
Al, not so sharp that said, don't do this. You sit back. I'll put my feet up. I'm Uncle Ted. I'll take you. All right, we know. Guns are good, and we're all commie fags. We get it, Ted.
God, I hope someone's laughing out there, because that is Ted Nugent to a T. Every time he's on our show, he's great. He gives us good radio, but
we get with the catchphrases.
We get it. We're stupid, and you know all.
Yeah, and Saddam Hussein. All right, the name's kind of like Saddam, but it's Saddam. Wow, I see.
Yes. That was
Saddam Hussein. Right, I guess.
Hey, getting back to cell phones really fast. Conan O'Brien had an unbelievable observation about cell phones.
Yes.
He talks about cell phones and how the technology takes you out of old movies, where you can't even watch some of these old movies anymore because the cell phones are so gigantic.
Yeah.
And he brought up an example, and it really pissed me off. It wasn't something that we thought of, these obvious things. He was watching Wall Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Michael Douglas is in the Hamptons on the beach and talking about how, like, money's good and greed's good and all this. And
what did he...
And he had, like, this massive fucking... you have to use two hands to use its cell phone.
And you're talking on the beach.
And it takes you right out of the movie because, obviously the phones are beyond small at this point. What a brilliant observation from Conan O'Brien, who's still doing edgy topical humor, unlike Mr. Letterman.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I wouldn't want that Triumph on my bad side. Oh, he lets you have it.
Well...
I'm going to poop on you. Oh, get away from me, you.
Poop on you.
Don't poop on me. I give up. But you're a man who talks through a puppet.
The next time you watch an old movie, though, watch for the old cell phone.
Yes, Gone with the Wind.
And Gone with the Wind. Well, yeah,
well, that one.
That wasn't a cell phone. They would just punch a black person and say, now go give that message.
All right. More,
that would have been hysterical.
What happened, sweetie?
It wasn't out.
What happened?
Who didn't put that out?
My phone bullhorn wasn't out.
There's plenty of time.
I was going to do a whole, frankly, Scott. Oh, now it...
Oh, look at him. He's losing his mind. See what happens?
The Jews did it. The Jews did it. Quick, put on your costume.
Now this is what you get. Now look what I do. Hawk.
Where's your chicken? You haven't used your new chicken toy. He's got a new chicken toy, too. This fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Lichened chicken. Yeah, good. Lichen das chicken. Yeah, you chicken fucker. Yeah.
Anthony's turning into like a Nazi carrot top. He's got all his
Nazi carrot.
He's got his fucking whacked out bells and whistles and fucking noisemakers over there.
He's like Gallagher, but he picks up a thing and he smashes out gold teeth instead of a watermelon.
I expect Anthony to come in here as the one-man band soon. Just walks in with the fucking
with the bass drum on my back,
cymbals inside his knees.
Why not?
Where are we? All right, so more tech talk for 2006, Anthony. Yes, video on demand they talk about here.
Well, we've talked in the past about football widows. Now you're going to have video on demand widows, so that there's so much good video content that's available now to an iPod, to over cable, to your devices like TiVo or your computer. There's all of this kind of instant access, really top-notch television programming that it may begin to have some ripple effects where people spend a little bit less time in their relationships and a little more time watching TV.
I gotta tell you, this DVR is taking over my world. I just tape everything, and then when I have like a slow day like yesterday, I was tired and didn't feel like doing anything. I spent 3 hours in front of the TV going through. Well, you do the marathon thing, but I jump around. Like all of a sudden, Conan O'Brien had our friend Mark Maron on, so I watched his set with Conan. It was great. Then I went to David Letterman. He had Andy Kindler, who's a pretty funny dude.
I like Andy, man. He's like really fucking
funny dude.
He bombs a lot because he's really out there. He's very funny.
Yeah, very sarcastic and dry.
You don't have to sit through all the rest of
That's
the
right.
shit of
But
the show, though.
I even look at who was on each show. Like, oh, Jack Black. Well, I saw Kong. Let me see what he had to say about the movie. I just jump around and make my own fucking programming.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the entire show anymore. You can watch it whenever you want.
I can't get enough of this DVR.
That's what we're coming to.
You know what I did? My problem
Everything
with
on demand.
TiVo, I had the same thing, but I wound up saving so much, I keep running out of room on it, and I don't watch anything.
You don't watch
Nah,
anything?
I'm like, I can just save it, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, that's 8 months ago. I should watch
You have to watch it.
I don't save anything. I just let it go away on its own, and I'll catch up and go to the bottom of my list and go, oh, you know what I mean, and then work forward, and it's unbelievable. I can't. When I have to sit there and watch a show and sit through commercials, I can't imagine.
I like it for the few reality shows that were pretty fun to watch. You just record them all. Don't watch one fucking episode. And
then one lazy
record them all,
Sunday.
and then one day, boom, you watch the entire thing. And you can fast forward through every commercial. You can fast forward through the recaps. So the entire series only takes a few hours to actually sit down and watch the meat of it.
Right. You know, if commercials were funny and interesting like they are in England and Europe, people would watch them. But there's such faggoty nonsense that you can't do anything edgy, anything really ballsy. That's why people go right through them. They're
People
just
then
crap.
protest, and the companies buckle under because they're afraid.
Right.
Yeah, so you get nothing. I was like, if I was reading this stupid New York radio message board, and they're talking about how satellite radio and other mediums are cutting into regular radio because apparently this is the worst financial year radio has had.
Regular radio
in history, ever.
We had a little something to do with that. We had a little something to do with that.
No, not according to anybody on that fucking board.
No,
they are so still laughing at things like satellite radio, at things like the iPod, any other type of downloadable medium for your phones, gaming systems, the portable, the PSP. Think about it. Yeah, let's say you're on a trip going with your fucking kids. You're in the car going somewhere. Your kids are now playing PSP in the back seat instead of listening. I want to listen to PLJ or something.
Right.
They're now playing video games. That is cutting in on radio listenership. The ratings aren't as high. The revenue for commercials aren't as high. They lose money. And they're wondering why this year was the worst as far as radio revenue goes ever in radio history. The worst year they've ever had. And there were a few posts that made sense. Some that were saying things like, there's so many other options out there. Satellite radio, gaming systems, iPods, other ways to get your entertainment in your car, walking, jogging, at your home. But people consistently answer back to these threads like, no, radio's been there. It's always going to be there, and has nothing to do with it.
It'll always be there.
180 million listeners. Satellites only got this many million, and games. What is that going to do to radio? Just keep saying it. Keep saying it.
They're out of touch, and it's a lot of that same mentality. You're the on the New York Radio message board. A lot of them are so out of touch with anything that's not fucking
that's not
some
coming out of
DJ bullshit. No, it's not the satellite radio. It's not. That Alan Smith really bugs me, even though he's a smart dentist.
Alan has dropped the ball as far as he's very knowledgeable as far as old school radio goes.
Yes.
As far as new stuff, he's the guy that runs the New York Radio message board. We have a relationship with the guy. He's a nice enough guy and everything, but he really is not up on this new technology, satellite radio, and other forms of entertainment that used to only be available to you through radio. These aren't little things. These aren't fads. They aren't going away. They're growing so quickly that they are taking listeners away from free radio, as they like to call it.
And they got to stop saying satellite radio, and we have to stop saying satellite radio eventually, because this is so much more than radio, traditional radio, what XM is doing. You can't compare this to regular radio.
And that's what they're trying to do.
It's actually bad to just call this radio. I really think XM has to come up with a whole new slogan, satellite radio and more, satellite radio entertainment.
Satellite entertainment.
Because there's just so much that satellite gives you that you just can't and will not get on your regular radio channels there.
And they've done it to themselves, not just by censoring and buckling to the FCC, but by being such fucking run-of-the-mill jingle faggots. You all do the same thing with your phony fucking voices, and you stink, and people are tired of it.
Well, what happened, because I've been around a while, and I'm just throwing a little of my knowledge on the table here. There was a point in radio where programming ruled the station. It was all about programming, and if you want to advertise, okay, we'll squeeze in a little advertising for this or that. Somewhere along the line, I couldn't tell you exactly when, actually when Ant and I were doing it, somewhere in the 90s, late 90s, all of a sudden it was all about advertising, and programming was secondary. And that's where it all began to change, and that's when satellite radio was able to, to develop and become what it is and what it's going to become. Because they gave up on programming years ago, and now it's too late to catch up.
And they took the ads for satellite. That's how greedy they were. They took the ads.
Dude, I asked E-Rock, I don't think he has it today. There's a rant when Anthony and I was on WNEW. We had to do XM satellite radio ads, and people have called us out on that, and I openly admit it. When we were doing commercial radio, we had to play the XM spots, and everyone was like, it's no big deal. XM is nothing. We're pretty much taking their money. They're giving us a boatload of money to advertise their service.
It's like IATA, like that internet radio.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And I was like, fuck that. I talked over the entire spot, and then Anthony and I went on like a 10-minute rant why this is not good for regular radio. I would love to replay that maybe next week.
I remember on the show one time, you sighed, you went, this is the competition!
Yeah.
And you smashed the console because you had to read that live read. I remember that.
But the greed, they took it because they're like, why aren't they still taking the ads?
Yeah, they're not taking them. Right.
Why aren't they still just, hey, take the ads, go ahead.
Well, now they're doing the anti-ads.
They're not a threat. Satellite radio's not a threat, but we don't want to take the ads.
Why are they pushing to have satellite regulated if it's not a threat?
Not a threat, but we just want to do that.
Yeah. But that goes to the point I was making. It got so bad with the advertising over programming thing that they started accepting ads for the competition because it was all about making as much money right then and right there, instead of getting some good programming on the air first and then try to get revenue in.
And it's such unlistenable shit. Like, if I listen to the 70s or 80s channel or whatever on here, I cannot listen to regular radio. They fucking talk over the beginning of the song. Shut your fucking mouth.
They have to reinvent themselves, and the people that are talented enough to do that have left years ago. Years ago to go into some kind of other entertainment business, into satellite radio. The people left in commercial radio, they stink.
Here's how out of touch. Here's how out of touch they are, too, over there, traditional radio guys over on the New York radio message board. They talk about how it's a jukebox. Like, there's no feel of anything. If you go to the decades channels, the 60s, 70s, 80s, there are jocks on there that are giving you, like, when I listen to the 60s channel sometimes, you feel like you're back in the back seat of the Rambler with Dad driving. Like, there's jocks that sound like the old 60s jocks. They play old jingles from the time period, commercials. They talk about things that are going on in the news in, like, 1963. And then, boom, they're into a 60s song. Same thing with the 70s. They're giving you, like, that kind of info where it's almost like a fucking audio time machine that you're listening to while you're driving. You're not getting that, and you weren't getting that from CBS-FM, the oldies station that was here in New York that changed format. They have no clue what it's about. Alan is one of the most guilty motherfuckers over there. Alan Sniffen. He doesn't have satellite radio. He doesn't listen to it. Yet he comments on it constantly and bashes it.
And by the way, yes, it does sound like a jukebox, you dumb motherfuckers. That's what a radio should be. It's a jukebox in your car. You don't want to hear the guy talking over the beginning of the song, so you can't tape it and enjoy it later. It's supposed to be like a jukebox.
And XM is going to hit, I guess, 6 million any day now.
Yep.
Yes. Right? And just to give the people out there a taste of reality, when Anthony and I and Jim Norton came to XM,
10 people.
It was like a little over 2.
Could have been a couple of more than that, Jimmy.
Yeah, about 2.
By the time I think we started our first broadcast, there was like 2.2 million subscribers, give or take.
Yeah.
Joe shareholder, don't hold me to
I'm
my
misrepresenting the numbers again. Shut up, Dick.
Give or take, it was about 2.2 when we did our first show at XM, I believe. Okay, Just a mere year and 3 months later, now we're going to be at 6 million any day.
6
any
million.
day.
What do you think?
And it just goes from there.
What do you think? That's going to stop?
Car deals.
That growth is just going to stop dead in its tracks. No one else is going to get it. As it gets easier to get, as it is put in more cars that people are buying, that number's going to go down.
Right.
They're insane. They don't know what they're talking about.
And now they're running the anti-satellite radio ads. Have you heard these yet, or were you in Hollywood? Oh my God, we had like 2 hours of fun with these.
I've not heard them.
Listen to how unimaginable and uncreative they are now with this fight that they have on their hands. They had to come up with anti-satellite radio commercials. This is the best they could do. We have no problem playing them.
2 out last of the ninth, bases loaded. Here's Santos. He's 0 for 4 today, .269 hitter for the year.
We could be going into extra innings here.
I agree. Here's the pitch to Santos. Fastball hit in the air, deep down the left field line. It's headed toward the pole. That ball is...
Please deposit 25 cents for the next 3 minutes.
Radio. You shouldn't have to pay for it. This message brought to you by America's 13,000 local radio stations who believe some things were just meant to be free.
Wow. Can you believe the desperation there?
They had this whole campaign against satellite radio, and they're using old technology to fight it, just like their old ways on commercial radio. Who the fuck uses a payphone at this... this day and age, sorry.
No, I'm saying who the fuck talks like that?
Right.
And the beauty, and why do they show you something else about satellite radio? Like when that home run is hit and it's a foul ball and they go to commercial, then you can go on XM and flip to any other game in the fucking country.
I know.
Instead of listening to the same shit that you've been stuck listening to.
They picked one of the worst examples ever, a baseball game.
Fucking assholes.
Where you're going to get the entire game, no matter what city you're in, you could listen to your team.
Isn't that amazing?
What dope.
And
what dopes?
Way to be relatable to the people you're trying to hit by using payphone technology in your spot.
25 cents for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah,
figure that out. I think it's a little cheaper than that.
Shocking news in the world of heavy metal. One of the hardest bands on the planet is about to release a children's record. Songs slated to appear on the album include A Tisket a Tasket, Hey Diddle Diddle, and The Hokey Pokey. Let's listen to a sneak preview. Here's Ring Around the Rosie, performed by the one and only...
Please deposit 25 cents for the next 3 minutes.
Radio. You shouldn't have to pay for it.
You shouldn't
this
have
message
to.
brought to you by America's 13,000 local radio stations who believe some things were just meant to be free.
At least he says you shouldn't have to pay for it, but you do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to. We understand that.
But we did such a horrible job, you do have to pay for it.
You do have to because we stink on ice.
That's right.
And they get a guy in the phoniest radio voice.
Yeah.
Right.
Radio. Ramon. Radio.
Put a quarter into Robert Reed's asshole.
Ramon, give me the next 20 minutes of commercials.
Ramon, Ring Around the Rosie jokes are never funny.
Ramon, where's my 2 for Tuesday?
Ramon, talk over the beginning of the song.
Ramon!
Ramon! Alan Sniffin is a tooth-fixing jizz bucket.
Ramon, bring me my Get the Lead Out.
Ramon, thank you, Kevin H. Seeley.
Ramon, it's Alan Sniffin.
Ramon, Stairway to Heaven's gonna be #1 again.
Ramon, Mel Karma's in Ruined Radio.
Ramon, bring me the Firecracker 500.
Ramon, Mel Karmazin didn't have the balls to stick up for Opie and Anthony. You cock. You fucking cock. Yeah, you're real brave in the boardroom.
Fucking asshole.
Ramon, the Jersey guys have a funny echo.
Yeah.
Radio sucks.
Ramon, bring me my echo. I gotta talk up this Holly song. Fuck. Ramon.
Yeah. Ramon, get drunk and throw a female DJ out of the studio. Ramon, RuPaul has man hands.
arrested on stage last night for performing a lewd act.
Gee, what's going to happen?
It was so outrageous, we can't even describe it on the radio. You might expect this behavior from heavy metal.
This is the best commercial. They're trying to do an anti-satellite radio commercial, and they played right into our hands with this commercial right here.
Yeah, listen to what she just said.
Listen closely to what she said.
In music news, you'll never believe who was arrested on stage last night for performing a lewd act. It was so outrageous, we can't even describe it on the radio. You might expect this behavior from heavy metal or rap stars, but this time, the guilty party is none other than the easy listening sensation.
Please deposit 25 cents for the next 3 minutes.
Radio. You shouldn't have to pay for it. This message brought to you by America's 13,000 local radio stations who believe some
Not
things
only
were
will we
just
tell you
meant
the
to be
lewd
free.
act, if we have audio, we'll play it.
Yeah.
I actually hear that voice in my head, and it's instead of radio, it says pussy. Do you know what she did wrong here? If you play the beginning, how about, let's just say, you fucking whore, instead of teasing it, because you have to keep people listening, how about if you just said the name of the person, the 3 minutes wouldn't have run out?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Iggy Pop was arrested today. You'll never guess. Why should we have to? You have it in front of you.
We can't even describe it on the radio. Boo-doo-doo, 25 cents. Okay, I'll pay. Yeah, a guy went on stage, pulled his cock out, and shoved it up this chick's ass.
That's right.
There you go.
That's what you get from
It's
satellite
over.
radio.
No tease, no nothing.
You can listen to
There's
whatever
the
you want
info.
here.
I gotta tell you one thing about coming to satellite radio. I am so glad I don't have to spend half my fucking time on commercial radio setting shit up and teasing shit to make you listen longer. We barely give you a tease. We barely do it. If it's something really big and we want to make sure you're around, we'll go, oh my God, Jimmy's got some unbelievable announcement after this break. Really quick. But man,
does he?
Commercial radio, we would tease something all afternoon long and finally play it the last 5 minutes of the show just to make sure people were listening longer through those god-awful commercial breaks that went on forever.
What a doodle bone dry, yeah.
They really are out of touch if that's the best thing. That's none of those are
It's
funny.
so lewd that we can't even tell you. Played right into satellite radio's
Yeah,
hands.
satellite can tell you, not and play the audio. That's the beauty of it.
Right.
Ramon, lick Betsy's tits. How fucking great was that?
Yeah, we were playing that for a week.
Oh, fantastic, the Pat O'Brien audio.
Absolutely. Did that make the countdown that's going to run this weekend? The Pat O'Brien stuff? It did make it? All right, good. We're doing the best bits since coming to satellite radio all weekend long on this channel. And tomorrow, we're taking the day off. It's all the bits that we didn't have time to fit into the huge special we put together. So tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday are going to be some great radio on 202. Should we take a break? Pat in Boston, what's up?
Ramon! Nothing.
Oh, that was like a radio sound?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Ramon.
Hey, I got a big 05.
Yeah.
That guy's on his helmet scraped on TV with the firemen on the bridge. Again, nothing.
Wow.
Wait.
Real
It might be
nothing.
just us, though.
The
helmet?
guy that got the helmet scraped, fire on the bridge.
Oh, wait, I think his
fan knows.
Yeah, his Johnson got scraped, right?
Yeah, he was in some sort of water that was carrying him down, and he got caught on a bridge or something.
Oh, right.
And they pulled him out, and his junk scraped up against the whole wall as they're pulling him out?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, he was naked, like hanging
Yeah.
He had good cheeks.
That was pretty funny.
He lost some of his penis. All right.
Did he really?
I don't know.
Ah.
Just trying to make it sound better.
Oh, well, I'm Gary Gullible.
Really,
He's in
geez.
front of a microphone. It's got to be true.
Not like everyone's going to go look it up to see if it was accurate. I was just giving them a little something. Hey, more tech for 2006. This is the last one. The video blogs are going to be hot, Anthony.
Video blogs.
Explain what a vlog is.
A vlog is a video blog, a blog being kind of an online diary or journal where people are posting their opinions. Well, now people are using video on a site like rocketboom.com to do daily commentary and share their thoughts about what's going on in the world. But it's not the sort of the professionals on TV. It's folks, everyone from amateurs to more experts.
Anybody can be a broadcaster in their garage.
Right.
It's frightening. We don't need that. We don't need the competition. But intriguing, exciting, and always informational. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate it.
I don't need the competition from some guy in his garage.
It's more entertaining to watch
It
some of that stuff.
certainly is.
Get
I'd
rid
rather
of the
get
old
the news
guard. Bring in the new guard.
from some fat load sitting in his garage than you. Video blog, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Might have to get into that. Could be fun.
You know who did one? It's like it was Phil from Pantera did.
Yeah.
Like that type of thing where you just kind of, you know what I mean? When after Dimebag got shot, he did this whole thing for his website where he just kind of talked into a video camera.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to explain that like people
You
don't
get a
understand
little-
what video log is. But
You get a video camera and you put it on the web.
yeah, I have one.
If I could explain it even more.
I've done something like a video blog, except it looks like a hand wrapped around a cock going up and down on a fat stomach.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We got Drew Boogie in studio. Play us out of here for a little bit there, Drew.
Andrew Dice Gay. Oh! Oh! Little Boy Blue. It was me. It was me. Again. Again. Goodies right in my face. Good. Goodies right in my face. Take my nasty goo. Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Whip it out, I'll suck that dick.
I love when Drew stops by. Drew Boogie, everybody, in-house. Yes. Checking out the last Opie and Anthony show for 2005.
Anyone tell you to see you next year?
See you next year.
Hey, see you next year, see, because it's only a couple of days.
I can't wait to see Dick Clark. I cannot wait to see Dick Clark.
That picture of him in the paper today.
Yes. Not looking too good.
Updated picture, not one of those photoshopped ones that they were promoting the New Year's Rockin' Eve with.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't look that good. Got a cane. He's hunched over. Something going on with, I think his left side. I don't know what side it was. What side looked a little saggy?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Does it matter?
I mean, really.
Sure, to him it does.
It sucks no matter what side it is.
Certainly.
Let's go to Rob in Minnesota real fast. Rob, what's up?
Hey, just wanted to let you guys know what Real Radio's afraid to tell you.
Okay.
About satellite radio.
All right.
800 thousandths of a penny for the next 3 minutes is what it would cost anybody that has satellite radio.
You actually did the math.
Did the math. So it would 100 thousandths of a penny for the next 3 minutes, or 25 cents for the next 8 hours, or actually it's just over 7 hours.
That doesn't sound right.
Radio.
I don't know. It's really cheap. Let's just.
It's
put
really
it that way.
cheap, but.
And now the units are coming way down.
Thousandths of a penny.
I think when we started on satellite radio, the units were still like close to $200 a pop, and now they're like way down there.
Giving them away.
They're pretty much giving them away.
Practically giving them away.
All right, thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
All right, Tim in St. Louis has a comment about Drew Boogie. Tim, what's up?
Not much. I was just saying y'all need to have Drew Boogie on more often, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, but he told us that he wants to cut back because he's running out of material. He just told us that.
Like bleeding blood from a stone. Shit.
No, you got the puke thing we heard. I like the dice thing right there.
The dice gay thing was great
stuff. And you can pull stuff out you did months ago.
All right, speaking of Drew Boogie, we got an instant feedback from Bodog from whackbag.com. Hey, guys, I've been listening off and on today here at work. Can you ask Drew Boogie when the full Tippy Tom song is coming out? It's actually the Grey Wolf song. And Drew was talking about that during one of the breaks. It's not going to happen?
It can't happen.
Now, why?
Grey Wolf is, I don't really want to, like, ruin the image of Grey Wolf on the air, but...
He's a bum, Drew.
Yeah. I mean, of the
image.
song. But, unfortunately, I tried to do some vocals with Grey Wolf, and he could not pull off the song at all. He couldn't even pull off the hook. He couldn't hit the Shelter Me note.
But he was kind of doing it at the shopping spree a mere week ago.
Yeah,
so.
he was kind of doing it, but that was on the phone. You put him in front of a mic, he was missing all the notes. He couldn't.
Was he just nervous? Maybe.
Yes. A 51-year-old guy nervous?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm thinking if we can drag him in here,
get him drunk,
get him drunk a little bit, get him to do it again on the mic like he did. And then have you, work your magic.
Well, it's not only that. I mean, I have to work on getting him. What I was gonna do was have him, work with him to put more singing in the second verse. He's talking through most of the whole second verse.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear him talking.
God
we want to hear him
Indians.
sing.
Yeah, just
give him fire water. That's what you want. Fire water.
He was nervous. No one's ever done anything legitimate with him before. He's usually probably had to sing to get out of a beating. Don't hit me, officer.
Well, he's going to have to again if he doesn't fucking do that song.
2 hours of trying to do the Shelter Me note, he could have gotten over a little bit of nervousness.
Really?
It
was a disaster.
It was a disaster. The mucus was popping in his throat and everything. It was awful.
Well, do you have the audio?
No, because it would have just completely ruined
his image.
Yeah,
it's not like we do that on a daily basis here on this show.
I didn't want to do that. I mean,
should have pulled an Ike Turner on him.
He sleeps in his own urine. Yeah, you should have raped him on a console and beat him. That's a good song, Grey Wolf. After he works with Phil Spector, rape him.
If I brought in the audio of him singing and fucking up the singing, it would have really ruined the original song.
But it would have made for a great hour of radio. What's wrong with you?
Can we do a Milli Vanilli? We'll get some young Indian fella.
Shelter me from the falling rain.
All confident,
just
sober.
Get some studio guy in to sing it.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm sure some people would be happy to do their own renditions of Shelter Me and parodies and what have you.
Oh,
Anthony's
brother. Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you, Drew, for the update on Grey Wolf. We'll have him in to do the whole song. We'll see what happens, because he does have the second half written finally.
No, he doesn't write. That's another thing.
Well, he talks through it, but there's been some great artists over the years that talk through their songs.
Alice's Restaurant.
Come on.
Yeah, but they actually...
Lou Reed
does a little bit of talking.
God, can I not fucking stand... I don't know what the hell it was. I don't have XM in the bathroom, so I usually just put on a news station or something. But I think Jack was on, and some Lou Reed song comes on, and I'm in the shower, so I can't even get out to change the fucking station and not get electrocuted reaching on and grabbing the radio. It was so god awful. Anything that piece of shit has put out has just been awful. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get Lou Reed.
What about Walk on the Wild Side?
Well, the worst ever. The worst ever.
Take a walk on the wild side.
Wild side. You can't sing a
and
note.
The colored girls go do 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 do.
I just like that. I like that.
No, it's awful.
Because you picture just black women going do 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 do. It's just silly.
No.
What's wrong with this song?
Listen to him. He can't sing.
Listen to it. I've played this about 1,000 times on the radio.
He's got this career, and he's all off keys with every fucking thing that comes out of his mouth isn't even on any kind of a key.
And he's a dick.
But Anthony, the colored girls sing.
From Miami, FLA.
Hey. I like this.
Hitchhiked away across the USA.
horrid.
Plucked her eyebrows on the way, shaved her legs, and then he was a she. She says, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side.
Too hip for the fucking room,
Said,
man.
"Hey, honey,
God, I can't stand this guy. And the fact that he has any type of career at all still annoys me.
Does he have other songs?
Sweet Jane.
No, another awful song.
Well, how's that go?
Sweet Jane.
Sweet Jane, 50 times. Sweet Jane. And they just play it. The second I hear that song come on, I risked electrocution to turn it off.
I don't know Sweet Jane. Do we have that? I don't know. I know the Colored Girl goes do
Sweet
do do
Jane.
do 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 do.
Horrid. What the hell is that? Is this Sweet Jane?
No, not the Sweet Jane I know.
I'd get the Sweet Jane open.
E-Rock's version.
That's
the E-Rock.
That the Paula Abdul version that you enjoy?
Nathaniel's raising his hand. He has it.
They're all laughing in there.
Nathaniel? Yeah. Yes, Dan?
No, sorry, I was laughing at Ant's impression real quick.
All right. E-Rock's got the real Sweet Jane. No, this is live. Sweet Jane.
Oh, it's like they hit the stage there, and those filthy hippies are fucking applauding. Yeah, man, jam it out. The beginning of this go on for 8 minutes before his awful vocals kick in. Lou Reed, my ass.
Listen
to this.
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's not singing.
He does sing.
Grey Wolf would be much better. No, he wouldn't. Let's hear the chorus. All right.
Anthony made his point.
Thank you.
Anthony made his point. We don't need a half hour of talk on Lou Reed.
I'd rather listen to some Santana.
God awful. TV just did something that was a little crazy. Danny picked this up for us. Hidden messages behind the gifts you gave this holiday season. Psychologically, you were telling your spouse something by the gift you gave her or him.
What's it mean if you gave her a shotgun with a tow attachment?
So, here we go. Or not.
Or we don't.
But
press the button.
Hit the button.
It's playing.
It sure is.
What happened, Hawk? Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
E-Rock.
Oh, boy.
My fault. It is your fault. You didn't test it and re-listen to it before.
That's right. Yeah, there's nothing on here.
Nothing.
We will prove once again that we're brilliant broadcasters because now we have to make shit up.
Well, that's no problem.
No.
I'd like to know what happened with this.
So maybe we could get a better copy of that.
Or a copy of that.
As we move forward with our fine radio program.
What if you get her a subtle gift? Panties with like a stick up in the front. Is that subtly saying something? Hidden message?
A bra with toilet tissue in it.
Hidden messages in your gift?
Or a fucking porno movie called Girlfriends Who Fuck Their Boyfriends with Their Girlfriends and Then Kill Themselves.
All right, we could do a quick news
Maternity clothes and a Hoover vacuum. Hidden subliminal something there.
Yeah, yeah, like a little baby on board shirt with a nice footprint in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting a communique from Than.
Urgent communique from Than.
Bob Kelly on 10. Yeah, I knew.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, he apologized too, but that sounded like a little
sarcastic.
Hey, sorry,
hey, fuck
wasn't
off.
it? Dude, what's with that?
That was a don't kill the messenger.
Yeah. It's like, all right. Sorry, motherfucker.
Hope you had a nice piss, Opie.
Yeah. That was exactly what Than was saying.
Than wants me to go to Bob Kelly, so we'll go to Bob Kelly.
That's right. Than's call.
Let's see how good this works out for everybody.
It's going to be fantastic.
Bob Kelly?
Hey, what's up, Ope?
What's up, buddy?
Hi, Bob.
How you guys doing? Happy 1 year anniversary.
Thank you so much,
What
Bob.
the fuck? It's not...
Whatever.
Even though, yeah.
We've been on a year and 3 months.
Yeah.
Happy 1 year and 3 month anniversary. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Than, you want to ask Bob a question? Or
Once again, I want to thank Than for the post that he gave me 2 minutes ago. What's going on, Bob?
Dude, I'm in Buffalo, New York. Trying to get my Continental Elite miles. I had to fly to Buffalo.
So you flew to...
I flew to Buffalo, and I'm jumping right back on a plane.
Yeah, I hear this is a thing that a lot of people do at the end of the year.
They have to get their miles in order to qualify for elite status. So they take flights to nowhere
and back.
Patrice did it.
Patrice did the same thing?
He's in L.A. right now because he needed 5,000 miles.
So he just flew to L.A. and back.
Oh, I don't know if he came back yet. I imagine he will.
But Bob, you flew to Buffalo and you're not even leaving the airport?
No, I didn't even leave. I left the plane for 2 seconds. I'm jumping back on the same plane. They're gonna think I'm a freaking creep.
Patrice just went one way. The other way, they have to throw ether in his face and put him on a boat through the Panama Canal.
Patrice flew to Skull Island, but he's not coming back the same way. He's going to have a nice long boat ride.
Well, are you in the Buffalo airport now?
Yeah, I'm getting right back on this plane.
That is the weirdest thing when people have to do this to get their miles up. So your whole day is going to Buffalo and back.
Do you choose where to go? Do you decide, I won't just go to Buffalo Airport?
Yeah, why wouldn't you make something of it?
I know, because I'm a loser.
And why would you pick a place that could have snow delays and all that bullshit?
Why don't you go to, Daytona or something?
Yeah, go to
Japan.
Florida and back. At least you're guaranteed that there's going to be no delays.
Warm weather.
And you don't have to white-knuckle it as you're wondering if the plane's going to crash because of the icing and all that.
Somewhere, where they might have to de-ice your plane.
Fuck that. I hate
What
flying
an
to begin
idiot.
with. Why would you ever fly to Buffalo and back in the middle of winter?
Be my wingman, man.
Thank you, sir. I don't know. Stupid Jason Steinberg told me I had to do this because I need to be elite, and Norton got me addicted to Norton Entel.
What do I know about that?
Norton Mental. He did the same thing to me.
And me.
I only fly Continental now.
Jimmy's a spokesperson for them now.
They want to give you free airfare anywhere you want to go, Jimmy.
I don't want nothing. Maybe the occasional upgrade, but I'm already platinum again, so whatever. I had an extra flight I took to L.A. I actually used miles last time, so I didn't have to ask XM or HBO to pay for it.
Didn't even have to
miles.
pay. Yeah, just your miles.
Just my miles, 90,000 down to I laugh.
But I'm silver elite, which is pretty much nothing.
So
it's the same as not being elite.
So when do you get back on the plane?
I just got off, and I'm getting right back on right now.
That is the weirdest.
And he picked Buffalo.
I know. That's Bob Kelly.
But that's a cheap flight, too, though. That's probably a cheap flight,
Is it
right?
cheap to go to Buffalo?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure it's cheap to fly to Pittsburgh. It's slightly warmer in Pittsburgh than Buffalo. Huh?
How you doing? I just got off. I'm getting back on. I did it. She's looking at me like... I did it to get my elite miles.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Uh-oh, it
Tell
don't
her you
look
have
good.
a bomb.
You know about me?
Yeah, just yell bomb real loud so they might hear it through the phone.
Bomb!
Hey, Bob, strap your Carson Daly set to your chest and run on the plane.
Hey, Bob, let me talk to the stewardess.
No, you will absolutely have the fucking feds here fucking with you.
Let me talk to the
Don't
stewardess.
do it, Bob.
The feds
Let me
do
talk
not
to the
give that
stewardess.
phone.
Let me talk to the stewardess.
The feds will be here. I swear I will hit the dump button. The fucking FAA and the fucking FBI
and the NSA
and everyone else
HIV,
doesn't take that as a
and
joke.
the NBA. They'll
Ladies
all
and
be
gentlemen,
here.
any of you authorities that were listening, that was satire you were just hearing.
That's right.
Complete and total satire.
We don't even know where Bob is.
I don't know where Bob is. He's probably not even in an airport.
Oh, no, I think he is.
No, he's not. That's sound effect.
What happened? What happened, Anthony?
Anthony's
Oh, my God.
Anthony's trying to use one of his... Anthony's trying to use one of his noisemakers. It's the end of the year. All the batteries are dead. We're gonna have to get new batteries for you.
My God, someone's going to hang.
Bob,
could have you shut for that.
Bob,
Yeah.
there's a lot of talking going on. I was just kidding, Bob. What's going on?
Yeah, that was really fantastic. Everything's fine now.
Everything's fine?
My first class seat. Yeah, they upgraded me.
Oh, you got
first
upgraded.
class.
Very
First
nice.
class to Buffalo.
For a 15-minute
Nice.
flight.
That's like eating shit off Pam Anderson's tits.
All right, Bob. Have a great return flight to New York City.
All right, guys. God bless.
Bye, sweetie.
All right.
God bless. Look at him.
If he ever gives a fucking 50-year-old Italian man sign off like that again, I'm going to spit in his face.
God bless.
Get home safe. God bless to you and yours.
God bless.
bless.
God
All
bless. Hey, Fez.
I'll see you, God willing.
All right, they're going to try to get batteries for you there, Anthony.
Please.
For your noisemakers.
Something
Jesus.
happened.
Your box of noisemakers.
They weren't put out in the first place, and then they broke.
I understand.
Thanks there, Hawk.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe you're toying around those wrestling sites.
All day on the wrestling sites.
Yeah.
I want to thank Than. That was a good pickup. I want to thank you for the post-it. I'm very glad that you helped out the show there. It was very good.
You being sarcastic
No,
as he
it
was
turned
when
out-
he said...
It turned out good. Turned out good. You made the right call.
Thank you.
You're
Much
welcome.
to the chagrin of everyone else.
Right.
No one likes when any of these guys do something
All
good.
right. Hidden messages behind the gifts you gave this holiday season, all right? I think we got a good copy.
We
of
got
this.
a good copy?
Yes. You're not just giving a gift. You're trying to tell this person something.
Something with your gift, okay.
We're talking about your relationships, and you doubtless dropped a few hints for your partner this year about what you wanted for the holidays and probably didn't get any of it. But depending on what he did get you, there's a message in there. There's a hidden message in that present, and Nicole Beeland from Women's Health Magazine is here to help us break that code.
Hi.
Tell him what his gifts mean. Hello.
Hi, there's always a hidden message,
You
no
think
matter what it is.
Always.
Always.
Nothing is by accident.
Whether it's conscious or subconscious, there's a message.
Right. My wife loved the circular saw I got her.
I bet she did.
She loved it.
Wow. This is...
See, because he probably wanted the circular saw.
Right.
So...
That was some good humor.
They're always funny,
Nice.
the
Some-
news.
That was some fantastic off-the-cuff entertainment.
But let's talk about particulars, starting with clothes. Now, that's an interesting choice for a man to buy a woman because the size thing is it's a
Yeah.
trap.
Well, not just the size thing. There's the style thing, which you probably wouldn't even think of when you're shopping for your wife. But take these outfits, for example, are a complete disaster. But the good news is, if your guy gets you clothes, it's because, they're warm, they're fuzzy, they're going to be next to your body all the time. Every time you wear it, you're going to think of him.
So even if he blows the style
Even if he
completely
blows it, even
and
if
is
it's
2
awful.
sizes off, there's a message
The
there.
intention was good. Of course, if the clothes are completely unlike anything you would ever wear, it could be a hint that he wants you to be a little bit sexier or
Right.
less so in the case of that one.
Sexier meaning the sweater.
Naturally, and the ankle-length skirt. But it's a very romantic thing. You're going to wear it all the time. Think of him.
Okay.
That was just babble.
How about if he buys himself a shirt that says, "I'm with the fat cunt," and has an arrow on it?
It could have a hidden message in it.
That's right.
Yeah, what psychobabble was she spouting?
Nonsense. It's warm and fuzzy. How about this? I want thigh highs because your slacks are making me physically ill. That's why. Very simple.
This is very popular on TV, getting the women from these women's magazines to throw their 2 cents into
Why'd
this.
you get her that sweat? Well, it's all warm and fuzzy. He likes me to think of him. Sir, why'd you get that? Makes your tits look great.
Right. There's no messages. You're running around the mall going, I think she might like this. You
Right.
have no idea what you're buying.
Yeah.
You're last-minute shopping.
You
There's
get
no-
another mom jeans with a big room for the bunt in
That's
the
right.
front.
There's no real thought behind it. Let's go to Greg the trucker. Greg?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi, Greg.
Happy birthday, little Jimmy.
Is this the last birthday for this year?
No, well, it's the last live birthday. There might be one that's repeat tomorrow.
Oh, God. What's up there, Greg?
Hey, all I got to say is I think Opie missed it. It sounded like that was fantastic. Punching out, guys. Thanks for a great show.
You know what, Fan?
You can't punch out.
That was fantastic.
I give him the thumbs up with the halo and the angel wings.
Now, shoes, completely different message, you think?
Yeah, kind of a sexy message.
Really?
Actually,
What?
psychologists compare shoe shopping with foreplay. Because shoes are such an intimate
No,
thing.
they
You would
don't.
never get anyone's shoes unless they were your best friend or your significant other, because you have to know a lot about their body, the shape of their feet, their shoe size, in order to get them shoes. So shoes is a very intimate, sexy gift.
Ain't even the same motherfucking ballpark.
It's ridiculous. You can't find. How do you find shoes? Hey, will these shoes let me come in their mouth?
Yeah, foreplay.
A message to all psychologists out there: stop making shit up.
Yeah, stop.
That's the same thing as licking box. Going shoe shopping.
Yeah,
right.
Can I put
Foreplay.
Dr. Scholl's in your vagina with that?
Yeah.
An odor.
Psychologists say.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
No,
one
they
guy
You're
said
a lying bitch.
that at a party.
One guy that was bored decided to come up with a new theory. Shut up.
You know, shoe shop. Yeah, he's probably standing at some party with her, and it was a psychologist, and he goes, and they were talking about something, and he's just trying to get laid.
Yeah.
She brings up shoes, and he goes, you know, shoe shopping. Well, like foreplay for a couple to go into a shoe store. It's, you know, a very sensuous portion of the body. And can I fuck you? That's what I'm working on.
Boston Ryder from Boston, of course, on the instant feedback. I bought my wife a gym membership and a case of Weight Watchers shakes. Do you think there was a hidden message there?
It might be too subtle, guy. I don't know. Drop a treadmill on her head.
Plus, that's all women talk about is their fucking shoes. They complain about shoes, so we don't know what else to get you. We're like, all right, well, all she talks about is shoes.
All right.
Have some shoes.
I would never attempt to buy a girl's shoes.
No.
What would you possibly... They're so... They don't know what the hell they want as far as shoes go. Like, you're going to pick something out there that they want, that they're going to like?
You get them
They're
like
not going to take back?
Roman, those like fucking Roman-esque high boot shoes that look sexy on a chick.
I want the Arab curly-toed ones.
Yeah.
Or the court jester ones with the bells on them. You like these, baby?
Here's his theory on buying a blender for a woman.
Now, the appliance, the kitchen appliance.
Not
in particular,
good.
Not really a crowd favorite.
Well, we don't get excited when we open up the blender, you know, or the knife set, because we think it's not romantic, it's not flashy. But in fact, it's a really nice gift because what he's thinking of is, what does she do every day? What does she complain about around the house? What does she need? So when he gets you the blender, it's because I'm paying attention. It's a really down-to-earth way to show that he cares.
And it's a tool, it's a gadget. We
It's
can
a tool.
actually...
Who's buying this shit?
It actually says that he cares.
That's right.
No.
He's sick of blackening your eye for fucking up his orange juice, so he decided to get you a blender to make it easier.
He's not thinking of you. He's trying to free you up so you do stuff to him.
He's in Walmart fucking December 23rd going, I got a day and a half to get this shit done.
That's what it is.
Blender whore.
Blender, you can buy a blender at a Dwayne Reed drugstore. That's how romantic that gift is. He's thinking about you.
No, he's not.
You know what shows he
It
cares?
shows that he's not thinking.
If you buy like a little necklace with a heart.
A little
heart, because heart means love.
A lot of people did that, Jimmy.
Heart.
Well, we're going to do the jewelry thing
Really,
right
the
here.
jewelry thing
Here's
comes
what
up.
they say about jewelry.
Well, every woman wants jewelry, and the reason why is because it's a symbol of commitment. Even if you've been dating for a couple of weeks and he gets you a little pair of earrings, it still means I think our relationship could go far. Because we all know diamonds, of course, are a symbol of marriage.
Right.
And anything like diamonds in jewelry is a symbol of love. It's a symbol of commitment.
What's the most innocuous, like, innocent jewelry product?
Copper.
Bracelet.
The bracelet?
Well, the bracelet is a great starter jewelry gift, you know, and you kind of can't go wrong with a bracelet. So if you get like a little silver bracelet.
Handcuffs.
I buy a girl diamonds, but I don't give them to her. She has to eat them like Olivia at the end of the marathon, man.
Jewelry isn't commitment, necessarily.
No.
It's if someone's got money and wants to get laid.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Flashy. Here you go. Keep your eyes on this while I finger you.
Jesus.
Well, Kevin from Connecticut, my wife asked me for a new watch, and I said, there's a clock on the stove, bitch. And Pat from Menaki writes, if I buy her a vacuum, will she suck it?
Oh.
Oof.
Comment on the shoe thing from Teresa in Indiana. Teresa,
Yeah.
we love when the bitches call. What's up, Teresa?
Love when the bitches call, huh?
Loves you bitches.
We love the bitches. What's up?
Shoe shopping gets me excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying you don't think it's true. I think
No, I'm not saying it doesn't get the woman excited, but it's not like a foreplay thing like they're saying, like the guy going in there and shopping for shoes with the girl is nothing like foreplay.
And you girls are buying shoes so other girls look at your shoes. Guys don't look at shoes.
We could care less.
If when you're trying the shoes on, you're sitting on an overturned high heel shoe,
yeah,
perhaps that's a little sexy.
Maybe we just want to look up your skirt while you try them on.
Yeah.
Shoes do nothing for almost all guys out there. We don't get the shoe thing.
Do you think the same is true for Paul McCartney when he's out there looking for a left only?
Oh. Oh. Yeah, what do you do with the extra shoe?
Exactly.
Charity. What do you do?
A whole closet full of pristine right shoes. Perfect tread in them. Can't sell them on eBay. Right shoe for sale. But we have the other one. We'd like the other one. No, I don't.
No.
It's not available.
I'm using that one. Me wife is using that one.
To use the other one to grow herbs. I mean, what do you do?
A little planter.
Like a little planter.
Yeah, there's probably all kinds of decorative things. Their Christmas tree is all just shoes.
Hanging from the rearview mirror, there's 2 full-size right shoes.
What's the protocol? You give her the one shoe, and then you have a ceremony and throw the other one out. Do you find someone that only has a left leg? What do you do?
You put him in the same place as where all the other half of the pantyhose are hanging.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of hemming on the old pantyhose.
Teresa,
do some pantyhose hemming.
Anything else about shoes? It's been fascinating so far.
You said,
huh?
What'd you say?
Anything else about shoes?
Shoe, we don't need you.
Buy a right shoe and make it better.
John in New York.
I don't even know which leg is missing.
I don't either.
Hey, baby, what do you want from Victoria's Secret? I'd like a thigh high.
John.
Hey, Jimmy. I tried to give a hint to my wife. I bought her a necklace with pearls on it, and she didn't get it.
She didn't get the pearl necklace thing.
No.
Huh? That's too bad.
I bought my girlfriend one year a really long necklace and a stool.
Rich on Long Island. Rich? Hey, Rich.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man.
You guys are slowing down on us. Let's go. What's up, Rich?
I got a little comment to make about OJ. Jimmy, you make orange juice in a blender?
Well, you probably know, but you can because it would mush up all the seeds.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a little. I got the whole concept of the joke, sir. He could have said a smoothie.
I mean, I wouldn't have said so. I don't know. I didn't know. Messing up the smoothies, right?
A
Probably
milkshake.
Probably would have been
a
better.
daiquiri.
Ooh, daiquiri's a funnier word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have worked better.
At least I didn't say messing up his milk.
Yeah,
at least orange juice has to be blended. You can, sir. Let's just say, all right, you're married to a toothless cancer patient, and they have to just sip orange juice that has had all the pulp mushed in a blender. You need applesauce fucking orange juice. Blender mushed.
That's good stuff. Let's go to Bob in Pittsburgh. Bob?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to know, next year for Christmas, I'd like to buy my wife a rock coat, but I don't know if she'd get the right message, you know?
A rock coat, yeah. If cruise tickets and a rock coat are on the under the tree, it could say something.
He bought me a vacation to Karachi by myself.
Karachi. Like this, Karachi.
Most dangerous city for Westerners in the world.
It's Karachi?
That's where Daniel Pro was kidnapped and murdered.
All right,
I hear Singapore is not a good place to go either, just because their laws very strict over there.
Oh, crazy.
Are they?
And if you if you fuck up, you go to jail, you get beaten, and sometimes put to death.
For what though?
Just for anything. Do you know if you have drugs on you, the death penalty? They don't want to fucking hear shit. You are dying.
Where'd the kid get the caning? That was Singapore.
That was Singapore.
Yeah, that was Singapore.
He was vandalizing some cars with a few buddies and whacked with a cane.
But he didn't do that again, though.
No. Taught him.
But he fucked with a Saturn and got caught.
Had some guy who was trying to smuggle, I guess, hashish out of there just recently, a couple weeks back. And they were all, people coming out saying, don't put him to death, pleading for him. He was trying to make money to give to his brother who needed money or some shit. And, no, death penalty.
They kill him?
And they had the head muckety-muck of Singapore. I don't know what they call him. Premier, president, what is he? I don't know. But he was up there on TV going, look, these are our laws. You adhere to them or you pay the price. He goes, and the crime rate there is ridiculously low. They have the cleanest streets. You're not allowed to spit or litter. Like littering, you go to fucking jail. You go to jail.
Was the guy executed?
Oh, yeah.
Was he an American or a sampler?
No, he was Chinese.
Why would you smuggle hash out of Singapore? Why?
Don't
go to
understand
Turkey.
the laws.
Yeah, go to Turkey.
Fly to Turkey.
What they do there, though.
I make turkey noises.
You got to hang the warden up by a hook by the back of his neck and run away.
There's two little fat children come in. Two little fat children. Not unlike Ben Sparks at that age. Even though Ben's not fat, they look like two little Steve C's. Hello, our father's the warden here.
They absolutely did. Oh. Was that Midnight Express?
Midnight Express.
Yeah.
Don't try to smuggle hash, or Papa will hit you. It's going to beat your feet. It's going to beat your feet.
It's very painful.
And then have a homoerotic experience with you before you put his head on the hook and sneak out.
We got one more hidden message and gifts audio clip here.
Well, most women probably wouldn't, unless you just started dating. We don't really fake the gift response. I mean, we'll say, thank you so much, I really like it, but if she's over the moon and loves it, you'll know because she'll gush,
Right.
you know, and she'll say, oh, I love it so much, and she'll use it all the time. But if she's just like, oh, that's so nice, I mean, you know that she doesn't like it.
What does it mean when my wife gave me a restraining order? What does that
that's
mean?
not
Thank you so much for your...
I kind of like that. That was a domestic violence joke.
Yeah, domestic violence joke. That's a real scream.
He's a card.
That guy is a panic.
What a douche.
We were talking about Gary Glitter yesterday.
Yes.
There was rumors about him paying off families. Well, it's true. Rocker Shocker.
Oh, shocker rocker.
That rhymes, Ope.
Glam perv pays 2 families in sex case. Hanoi. Pervy former glam rocker Gary Glitter has paid $2,000 each to 2 Vietnamese families of girls he is accused of sexually abusing to get them to ask cops to drop the case against him.
That is cheap.
That is unbelievably cheap.
Yeah.
If we pay the money for the 2 families, when this case goes to court, maybe Mr. Gary will receive a lighter penalty, said his lawyer.
Maybe Mr. Gary. I just picture a guy with real thick glasses, smoking cigarette after cigarette, little thin mustache, Vietnamese lawyer. Ugh, pulls up on one of those scooters with a whore on the back. She love you long time.
Rape charges involving the 2 girls, ages 11 and 12. Jesus. Were recently
adorable.
dropped, but Glitter, whose real name is Paul Gadd, still is under suspicion of committing lewd acts with children. And this is regular radio, so we can't tell you what the lewd acts are.
Lewd acts.
Please put in a quarter for 3 more Vietnamese children.
He's 61, faces up to 12 years in jail.
Hey.
In Vietnam, that's a bit scary.
Vietnamese jail.
Prosecutor said the money paid would have no bearing on whether the case goes to trial.
Yeah, but the case for the lower charge.
And Glitter was convicted in Britain in 1999 of possessing child porn and served half of a 4-month jail term.
4 months?
Half of that. So he did 2 months for child pornography in Britain.
He's a fucking kitty toucher. They should just fucking shoot him.
This guy's a predator.
Just shoot him.
He's not going to reform.
He got caught, so he goes to another place to do it, another country. You know how bad you have to want to fuck kids to get a fucking passport to do it?
Ask Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right. Where he is, off in some faraway land where the American laws can't touch him. Vietnam.
We got two other great stories today. Listen to this one.
Welcome back. A hotel near Kennedy Airport that investigators served as a brothel is now closed. Cops padlocked the executive motor inn last week. The Queens DA says he received a number of complaints about it in the past few months. Police raided it and arrested 2 people.
The undercover operation disclosed the night manager allowing prostitutes and pimps to congregate there.
The DA says some of the prostitutes included runaways as young as 13.
This guy was just trying to make a little extra cash with his night job.
Yeah.
You know, when a hotel has executive in the title, it's far from executive.
There's no executive,
Jerry. No.
The executive is one of those false words used to make a piece of shit look better.
Yeah, I'm going to be checking into the executive. You could catch me there before our business dinner. The executive by the airport.
Yeah, there's nothing executive about it.
13-year-old runaways at the executive.
The executive.
Yeah, closed down.
All right. So that's that was going on down there.
Good.
Near
One
the
less
airport.
hellhole.
And then you got to hear this this one. This is Zero.
A babysitter, Chris, on Long Island in trouble with the law this morning. It's not good. Sheriff's deputies found a 2-year-old in his care drunk at a house in Patchogue. 2 years old. They say 37-year-old Juan Reyes was babysitting the boy and his 4-year-old sister, and that Reyes was passed out drunk. The deputies had arrived on an unrelated matter. The boy's alcohol level was .094.
You see a 2-year-old child like that, obviously in distress. It really hits home, and it was just a very disturbing image.
It's undetermined whether the child got into the alcohol by himself or it was given to him.
Reyes faces charges of endangering the child's welfare. The boy's parents were in the hospital for the birth of their 3rd child.
Great.
No kid's going to drink on his own.
No?
It tastes too shitty.
They should prosecute that kid for underage drinking.
Yes.
That's what the story's about.
The kid.
What could be funnier than a drunken 2-year-old?
Exactly.
How fun would that be to watch? Just stumbling around the house, falling down. You can laugh at him and point.
Where's my rattle, motherfucker?
And you know it's just ending in a vomit fest.
Dizzy and confused. He doesn't know.
Oh.
Little head spinning.
Doesn't know why he's all fucked up.
Little fat feet kicking.
Wants his toys 1 minute. Wants to eat. He's throwing up.
Wants to watch Bob the Builder and Dora the Explorer.
Elaborate.
Starts confessing shit about Uncle Jesse.
Let me tell you about that motherfucker.
I don't think he's supposed to go coochie coochie coo on my taint, is he?
He touched me where my bathing suit covers. Fucking asshole.
I'm going to open up my mind for this bit because I can't come up with it, but I'm thinking of a 3 rights make a left baby joke, but I just don't have it.
I want to go crib.
There you go.
I want to go crib.
There it is.
I was playing with my blocks, and I got hammered. I don't understand how it happened. I was playing with my blocks. I thought it was my sippy cup full of Coca-Cola, and it turned out to be Bacardi. And now I'm hammered.
Didn't you crawl to the wrong house?
I once crawled to the wrong house and ended up in somebody else's playpen. I fell asleep there, and there was a party going on. And they had to carry me back to my own crib because I was hammered. I want a box of juice. I want box of juice. Juice box.
Banana. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Judy.
She died?
Yeah.
When?
My ex-mother-in-law. During the summer, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. She was a good old egg.
Oh, wow.
Like to party, that woman. Definitely.
Anyway, that was funny for the old school listeners that understand the old mother-in-law bit. Let's go to Jerry. Jerry, what's up?
I was calling about the drunken baby. I wanted to ask you if it was like Steve-O. He was saying, I don't play. I don't play.
I don't play.
Oh, another highlight from 2005 that everyone is not bringing up in their countdown list.
Drunken Steve-O on
that?
awful Adam Carolla.
I love the show. Punching out.
All right, thanks. We're going to try to find that clip for you.
Great.
All right. Someone is saying that the kid may have gotten drunk on the breast milk. Matt from Largo.
Yeah, they had a story down here recently where they prosecuted the parents for giving the kid liquor, and it wound up she was just a lush, and the kid was drinking spiked foot milk.
Yeah, well, since a guy was watching the kid and the mother was giving birth in a hospital, I don't think he was drunk on breast milk, and he was 2 years old. Jesus. Did you listen to the story?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, could have been. Here's Steve-O. He was trying to strangle Adam Carolla.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
That good
This was his
times.
moment of clarity when he tried to choke Adam.
This is the Steve-O clip. Another highlight from 2005.
I'm about to strangle you out of your own consciousness.
We don't have the whole clip somewhere? Oh, you do? All right, listen to this. Steve-O and Adam Carolla completely hammered.
What?
Yeah, welcome back to Too Late on Adam.
I like that, bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Tonight, our studio guest is Malcolm McClure, the great author. No, Steve-O. Steve-O in studio tonight.
Bitch.
Yeah, that was Steve-O almost getting his ass bitten. All right, Steve has had a couple of glasses of Chardonnay.
I will tell you, bitch.
All right. Steve, focus, baby. Hey, Steve, here's the thing.
All right.
We thought it'd be fun if you had a few drinks and then came out here and did a stunt.
I would love that.
All right, we're going to do that. We're going to reel it in just a little bit. Going to get our focus. We're going to get our focus now. Going to focus on a couple questions, take a few phone calls, then you do the stunt.
If I did not love Adam Carolla, then I would not love my business being here.
Right. And I'm saying tonight, Steve, it's important that you love Adam Carolla. Just don't love him. Don't love on him.
I love Adam Carolla so hard.
Over here, buddy.
That I will literally love Adam Carolla into the ground.
Yeah. Let me. What about, I want to see a couple of your tattoos before we take some phone calls.
Ask me for a tattoo, brother, man.
I know you got one of Angelina Jolie or Billy Bob Thornton or something like that. You got the that's your Billy Bob one. What is, what is this one down here that looks like it's phone ball?
I'm about to strangle you out of your own consciousness.
I thought you loved me.
I will kill you.
Oh, a second ago you loved me.
I love
No humping. Easy, boy. We got to finish the segment. All right. Hold on. Steve. Hold on. Steve, I'm all right.
Just fighting. He was trying to choke him out of his own consciousness.
All right, Steve, let's call the phone, buddy. You ready to take some phone calls? Come on. No, let's take some phone calls. Oh, okay. Oh, my mic flew off, so I got to use this thing. All right, this is great. I feel like Geraldo. No, Steve, don't break the Steve. All right. Steve, that was a rental.
I like that.
That was a rental, Steve.
I like that.
That was a rental. All right, Steve.
Bitch.
Steve, hold on a second. I'll tell you what I think we should do.
Yeah.
I was going to take some phone calls, Steve, but you're not playing. You're not playing along.
I don't play.
If you can mind your P's and Q's,
I don't play.
We can take a couple of phone calls and do a TV show.
I don't play.
Otherwise, we're just going to take a break and call security.
I don't play.
All right.
I don't play.
All right, so we'll get security. We'll run the rest of the Jimmy Kimmel show. And we'll be right back after this. Oh, watch out, Steve. Steve, watch out.
How great is that?
Dude, he sounds drunk.
That guy was a little tipsy.
How great is that?
Wow. I want to see that.
Oh, the video is awesome.
Completely drunk.
We had it up on the websites for a while. It might be around.
Didn't the chair go over? The chair fell backwards. He's trying to choke Adam Carolla.
I don't know.
Fantastic stuff.
Backing up slightly. Paul in New York, what do you got?
Hey, buddy, I'm one of the EMTs. I was at that house in Patchogue yesterday.
Yeah.
With that kid that was drunk. Unfreaking believable, man. This guy that was sleeping in the apartment, they had to, put smelling salts under his nose just to wake him up. He was so whacked out drunk. They didn't know if we got contacted by Poison Control, actually, because they didn't know the kid, the 2-year-old, what was wrong with him, because he was glassy, smelled like beer and stuff or whatever.
Thought he was retarded or something, maybe.
Yeah, they don't know, because they didn't know if they were trying to talk to the 4-year-old girl, and they asked her, did he take some chemicals, did he drink something out of under the sink or something, and she didn't know. And so they called us, and we took the kid. The kid was blotto.
I think-
Nothing would have happened.
I think what's going to end up happening here, they're going to find out that the guy's a raging alcoholic. He was babysitting. He passed out, had beers laying around, and the kid got into the beers. And it probably wouldn't take much to get the alcohol level way up there. So
No. What
don't
wound
take
up
much at
happening
all.
The guy that owned the apartment, he said he has no hard feelings against the cousin because he was drunk, he was drinking, and the kid just probably picked the bottle up and took a swig out of it or something.
Or the kid was crying and he wanted to shut it up, so he gave it a drink and he figured that would quiet it down.
That'll do it every time.
Well, happy birthday, Jimmy, and guys, love you. Have a great year, and keep on rocking, man.
Bye. Talk to you next year.
Have a great year. We have 2 days to have a great year. Gee, thanks.
No, hasn't started yet.
No, having next year.
A good new year.
Like,
You had a good year.
What do you mean have a next year? What? I mean,
Hey, dude.
XM is the best investment,
Hey,
I got to admit.
Hey, Paul. Your name Paul?
Shit.
Your name's Paul?
Yeah.
Where are you a ambulance driver?
Out in Patro. It's a private ambulance company, AMR.
Why?
I always thought they hated being called an ambulance driver.
Oh, well, it's an EMT, I said.
EMT.
Yeah, whatever.
Much more
They,
important.
they all hate that, though.
What, ambulance driver?
Yeah, if you're called an EMT, an ambulance driver.
Why?
Yeah, I know. Plumbers
They're
like
more
being
than that.
called-
Why?
Plumbers like being called maintenance engineers, too. So,
That's all right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Punch it out.
All right. Hey, we got a bunch of things happening on this channel through the weekend. All weekend. It's a 12-hour show that's going to happen.
Yes.
It's just going to replay all weekend long. It's the best bits we've done since coming to XM Satellite Radio, okay?
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we're taking the day off, and it's 4 hours of bits we couldn't fit into the big special.
Right. Extras.
So it's like, bonus material, what have you. So it's going to be some really, really good stuff tomorrow as well. So Friday through the weekend, just nothing but the best stuff we've done on satellite radio, okay?
Right.
With that said, Steve was in production, and he made all sorts of sweepers.
Yeah.
And he's trying out new characters, a theme where Travis is gay.
Will anything top Ramon?
No.
No, that's like his big Oscar winner, and he's always going to be chasing that.
Absolutely. He's the Timothy Hutton of production.
Yeah.
Ramon is brilliant, though, man. It gave us some great fodder this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to go through some of the production pieces that Steve came up with here.
So do I.
It's Opie and Anthony's bonus bits. Moments from the O&A show that we wanted to fit into the end of the year special, but didn't have room for.
Twitchel's jumping. Bill Burr's Ozfest PSAs. Big A reads to Krista the Blind Girl. Wheelchair Fred takes it in the dumper. 1950s sex ed films. The Sex Offender Game. The Fellatio Game. Except we never played that. Not while you were awake. I need to wash.
I like the acting was good.
Was it? Character work.
Right.
Yeah, character work.
Good job, Nathaniel and Travis.
Wonderful. It was believable, is what I liked
a little
about
too
it.
natural. Acting. You could say acting.
You should put it on your acting reel, fan, and just put, like, queer number 3.
That was like fucking vaudeville. So this the hell was that?
This is one of your new themes, though, right, Steve?
Yeah, Travis will interrupt
promos
and sweepers to be
gay, basically. And here's another example of that. And then on the way is Silly Danny and Dry Nathaniel. Two other concepts you're going with?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy retarded. Here we go. It's Opie and Anthony's bonus bits. It's kind of like all that extra material you get on a DVD. Yeah, like all those extra fight scenes from The Matrix. Or all those deleted cop scenes from Oz. Yeah, or more like what I said. Well, you say potato.
That's funny.
Excellent. These guys are having fun. I like
that
it.
That is funny.
Definitely. So far, so good. And then it moves on to Silly Danny.
Yeah, Silly Danny is...
What's Silly Danny all about?
Silly Danny is a special child who tries to...
Bless you. Bless you, Aunt. Bless you.
Great, I'm sick too now. Thanks, everybody that works here.
Take some emergency.
They needed to come to work sick.
Welcome.
You sick?
Very.
Yeah. He's extremely sick. Could you pass out the emergency?
It's got like the typhus or something. It's got some 1800s disease.
Somebody mix up some emergency for the boys.
What is that?
It doesn't.
It works. It's got 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C.
Lemon lime.
Can I have one, sweetie?
I've had 3 of them.
Get some water. Who's not
I got
sick?
water. Just throw me one.
There you
You're
go,
a
Jimmy.
doll if I've
I
ever
am
met
not
one.
taking any of that.
Dude, it's fantastic.
really good.
What? Let me see a
Lemon
packet.
lime emergency for everybody.
It's really good.
More shit that doesn't help you when you're sick.
No, but it helps you prevent you from getting sick.
Yeah, sure it does. Vitamins.
I haven't been sick yet. I take this every day.
You're immune.
Not my
You
planes.
eat hooker ass.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, I have an idea for a new theme.
That's
a
why
new
you don't get
character.
sick. They say if you want to go to Mexico and stuff, that you should, or if you travel a lot, you should drink the water because eventually you get immune to the foreign water and you don't get the liquid shits.
Got to go back every 6 months.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
No, that's right. My new character idea is how about guy that sweats through his shirt in the middle of winter. I'd love to make that one, you animal.
Wow. Lift up.
Wow, Steve.
Can I defend myself slightly? It is
Sure, while I
90.
photograph you.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, what powder are you on?
That's why I love Steve.
90
Okay.
fucking degrees in that production room because I'm surrounded by equipment that's blowing hot air.
Yeah.
So it is.
Can you turn this way, please?
What's his name, Master Poe?
Yeah, what supplement are you on that's making you sweat that much?
A couple of them. I got one that's called Redline
more than
right
that.
now, and I got another one that's
Steve's the
called.
king of the supplements.
I got another one called T-Bomb that's just a testosterone
I don't
booster.
think it's normal to sweat that much.
Testosterone booster?
Yeah, it just helps because I work out all the time. I go to the gym, and it just because you tear a lot of muscle fibers, it helps the muscles to regenerate faster.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
Jesus.
just creepy that you're
You're a
sweating through that
madman.
shirt. It's nice and not
Without a
hot,
doubt.
It's so cold. Jimmy's wearing a sweatshirt.
And I'm all comfy and relaxed.
Yeah,
I came in here, it was freezing this morning. I'm finally feeling like I'm not cold anymore, and he's sweating.
It's comfortable in here, but in my studio, I'm surrounded by equipment that's blowing hot air on me. So it's whatever.
We heard.
I'm going to have a nice surprise in a few minutes.
Nobody wants
I like surprises.
All right, so we go to make sure line 1 doesn't go anywhere. So Silly Danny's about what?
Silly Danny is a character that Danny and I developed, and he's a special boy, that tries to segue, tries to promo the show.
Uh-oh.
It's Opie and Anthony's bonus balloons. If I go a whole day without making a boom on the rug, I get a balloon. I have safety scissors.
Jimmy?
I think.
Why don't you take this one?
I think that first of all, we're missing something. I think it's important to actually watch Danny do that. Maybe Danny could come in and do that character.
Do it live?
You know what? I think that would help.
It is kind of a treat to watch him get into character.
I think that would
Let's
be really
get Danny
nice.
here to get into character and do Silly Danny.
Yeah, I think.
I got another example as we get Danny. Here's
Okay.
Silly Danny 2. Or is there?
It's Opie and Anthony's bonus bits. I told you that there would be more bits, that it would come back, and I was true. It is back, and it is bonus bits of all time ever. And when I go to the mall, I have to be on a leash.
Was that some kind of...
Okay, terrific.
It's like a retarded thing, right?
Well, yeah, I'd like to know more about it.
That was the direction that I received.
I
Ask
see.
the buck. I like it.
Blame the director.
So you weren't really feeling it, were you?
I was told we needed a special character.
And who told you this? The person that ran out of the studio because he doesn't
I
want to
told
deal
him to
with
go to
this?
his camera. I told Steve to go to his camera.
Okay.
Here comes Steve back into the
I didn't
studio.
tell him. I asked him.
Well, we're going to get video of Danny doing Silly Danny?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, it has nothing to do with him. Apparently, it's all my fault.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. Maybe we just don't know. Chris from Missouri. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, what's up, boys? Good morning. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hey.
I was calling to let you guys know, I've been trying to get through for the last 2 days to say that Special Danny is probably the most hilarious promo I've heard on XM202. Seriously.
Wow.
Other than the Ramon did, I would say Special Danny was a really close second.
It's Silly Danny.
Excellent.
Retards are always funny. Always.
Silly Danny.
Thanks for the call, Danny's father.
Really fast, Kevin in Connecticut.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You didn't say what time the 12-hour best of thing starts.
All weekend long, so that would be Friday at midnight starts the weekend.
Yeah. Okay,
East Coast time, so then you do your math for wherever you live, okay?
Thanks.
All right. Danny's going to do Silly Danny?
If that's what you guys want,
I think
suppose.
We're getting
that
video
we're
of this
missing
for the
something.
websites.
We should see it. I think that probably helps the character.
No. Not really, but I'll do it if you'd like.
Hold on, before you do it, just to give you some inspiration here, Birthday Boy is checking in. Birthday Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is birthday boy. Silly Danny sucks. Bring back Toby.
Oh, no.
No.
See? Toby's
no,
better than that?
Not Toby.
I think Silly Danny's better than Toby.
Not Toby.
I don't know. I think they should do it maybe back and forth. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I
in the
think there should
studio.
probably be a combo that features maybe Silly Danny.
I think that's
right.
an excellent idea.
Here's the problem. Silly Danny is Toby. See, Steve did not want to give up on the Toby thing.
Yeah.
So he changed the name and made it a little different with a new character, thinking it's going to get past us.
Nah. I don't know if I agree with that.
All right.
All right.
Sweaty Steve thinks that Silly Danny and
Toby are completely
About to be
different.
punched. Norton disagrees, apparently.
Wait, that's
He's
me.
getting there.
All right. Well, what's my line? What should I...
I think Silly Danny can improv. Just be.
Oh, can he?
Just let's revisit the one of the ones that he just played, the bonus balloons one.
Bonus balloons?
Yes.
That's what you want today?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see you get into it. Here we go. I have to flail about because that's...
Yeah, he does. He flails about in the studio when he does this.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Why don't you lift the mic up so we can hear Silly Danny?
Okay.
Get silly.
I'm getting silly.
It's Opie and Anthony's bonus blues.
Oh, my God. I can't even look at him.
Oh, my God.
I got fly sweat.
There is a window. You can jump out of it at any time.
Oh, my God. Maybe I should do it again. Because all the people on pound.
Oh, so they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand over that way a little more by Drew's stuff.
Yeah.
And do it so the Pal Talk cameras can see
Don't
you.
forget to flail and get in character.
No, you got to get between Drew and Jimmy would be the best spot.
Yeah.
Well, use my mic, silly.
There you are. Yeah, just
there
use
we
Jimmy's
go.
mic.
Ah, there you go, people.
A little treat for Pal Talk. Here's Danny doing Silly Danny.
It's Opie and Anthony's bonus blues.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Put the headphones down and leave the room.
All right. Very nice.
Oh, wow.
Moving on. Now we have Dry Nathaniel.
Yeah. This is actually done. The initial appearance of Dry Nathaniel was done in response to the Toby promos. It was sort of the complete antithesis to the over-the-top promos. It's very monotone with a funeral dirge in the background.
And
opposite.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Trust me, I wasn't alone on that one.
Oh, antithesis?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes. All right, here's Dry Nathaniel.
Greetings. I am Nathaniel. It has come to my attention that you are in the midst of listening to Opie and Anthony's Bonus Bits, a collection of humorous anecdotes and amusing stories from the Opie and Anthony radio program. These bits will accelerate your understanding of the various characters and personalities associated with said radio serial. Good day.
Somebody say penis?
You know, actually, Travis, I didn't. All right, I'll be back.
It's got potential.
You could get typecast real easy there, Travis.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
understand that.
It's a character called Hidden Camera.
All right, and one more from Dry Nathaniel.
Salutations, friend. This is Nathaniel. If I may be so bold, I must commend you on your decision to indulge in O&A's bonus bits. Not only will they broaden the breadth and scope of your knowledge of the cast and characters of the Opie and Anthony radio program, they will also brighten your spirit.
Hey guys, which looks better? Shaved or unshaved?
Seriously, what the fuck is your problem?
I hear ya. Shaved.
I like it, Steve.
Thank you.
I really do like it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Thank you.
Excellent. A lot of thinking goes behind your
4 out of 6 is
your
not
production, which is really creepy to think about.
I like a lot of thought goes into it.
Now Nathaniel handed in something. E-Rock's rebuttal. Remember last week everyone was making fun of E-Rock's over-the-top delivery?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were all doing the E-Rock. Anyone have a E-Rock impression from last week for the new listeners? It was just that.
Danny, do you do an E-Rock impression?
Anyone in the studio do the E-Rock there?
Well, I think they do some voice tracks as E-Rock. I don't think I did one, but I could pull one off.
Do you do silly E-Rock?
Well, you get the hint. You get the point. They made fun of E-Rock and his delivery on some of this production. Hey. So there was one from Travis. Was Travis committing there a little bit?
The best bits of Opie and Anthony.
Hey, it's the best bits of Opie and Anthony. It's E-Rock Radio on XM Satellite Radio.
Karaoke. That's right. It was radio and karaoke. That's right. So E-Rock said, you know what? I'm sick of taking it, so I'm going to fight back a little bit. So E-Rock did some rebuttal voice tracks.
Oh, boy.
Where he makes fun of Nathaniel. And how are you making fun of him here?
Just doing the dry, Nathaniel.
So do it now on the mic and ruin what's actually in the CD player.
Hey, did you get a haircut? Another one?
You know what your nickname should be? Timmy Telegraph.
I just want to point out how poorly E-Rock explains the joke here, because it's really hard to pick up exactly what he's trying to get across.
All right.
All right, here's...
And jumping in for a little joke blocking.
Here's E-Rock doing Nathaniel.
Yeah, hi, this is Nathaniel, and this is where Robert Kelly fucks a sink, and you can tell how enthusiastic I am about this bit by the tone of my voice. It's O&A's best bits. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
There are so many douche chills going on in this studio.
Now, you know what? Maybe we need to give another track a listen.
All right. Well, now here's E-Rock doing Travis. Travis does the gay thing. Are you doing a gay thing here?
No.
Oh, you didn't do it. So how are you making fun of him?
Just that Travis didn't take a chance, so I didn't take a chance introducing the next bit.
Oh, working off of that whole don't take a chance Travis thing.
Hi, this is Travis, and I'm not going to take a chance telling you about what's coming up in Stalker Patty, Let's Make a Deal Part 2, because I might just screw it up, so I'm not going to take a chance. It's O&A's best bits.
You do understand that the whole don't take a chance thing was Nathaniel's brainchild. So you're almost giving Nathaniel a compliment by...
After you just trashed him.
By doing that.
Right.
Secondly, don't take a chance Travis is playing the most risky character ever on this program. This side of Brokeback Mountain. Very hard to pull off the gay character when you're straight. I believe you're straight. Are you straight? He puts a thumb up. Says, yeah. Oh, no, up Nathaniel's ass. Which now I'm still confused.
All right, well.
All right. No, I'm digging that you're fighting back, though, E-Rock.
This
Kinda
thing's
like
going
that.
on after we go home that we can't even understand.
No.
But I like the way he doesn't do the impression. This is what I like about it. He doesn't do the voices. He just kind of says what they do.
Yeah.
This is my impression of Anthony. Hi, I'm Anthony, and I drive an SUV and live in Long Island. Here's the next bit.
All right. We'll move on to Hootie McBoob.
I just love how
what's wrong?
completely unamused by any of this Hawk is.
He's dissociating. He won't look at anybody's eyes.
He doesn't look at anyone. He just reads the computer screen, doesn't smile, but doesn't frown. Don't look him in the eyes, but don't look away.
Nice.
Drop the gun. Walk out.
I want my brother walking out of that radio studio with just his dignity in his hand.
Tune it out. Happy place. Happy place.
Yes.
I thought the fan one was pretty good, though.
Not bad.
I'd love to hear that again.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. Let's say hi to Hootie McBoob.
Hi.
Hootie McBoob, why are you calling the show?
I am the sacrifice for donkey sausage for What's in My Pants.
Now, she wants to play Guess What's in My Pants.
Wait, I think I see you on Pal Talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
You're on a
she's
cell phone.
on the phone.
I'm on the phone with you guys.
And you're Hootie McBoob in the Opie and Anthony room right now.
Yes, sir.
That has almost 200 people in it.
Yes.
It's got more than 2.
It does today?
Yeah, it was at 210 just a little while ago.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
make 300 very soon. Now, she has been flashing her boobs the entire time. We've been watching. Oh, here she goes again. A little wowage for everybody there. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. But this is going to be what could be our first ever video Guess What's in My Pants.
Yeah.
Where she will we'll play Guess What's in My Pants.
You know, some things are best left to the radio. But,
and then we can actually see what she has in her pants. No guesswork.
Sometimes this technology thing is a bad thing.
What was,
Who's next to her? Is that a porno, Anthony?
That's just a porno that's been running for about 2 hours.
Cool. She's really hot, though.
Pornography.
She's really hot. Get that fat one off. But
yeah, I know. I'm clicking that one off.
Click that fat one off.
No, that's see.
The one next to it, right there.
Well,
that one. All right, Hootie McBoob.
Yeah.
Hootie McBoob.
Hootie McBoob. Could you just completely lose the shirt?
I guess.
Or are you? Where are you? Home?
Yeah, I'm home. It's not a big deal. Hold on a second.
Lose the shirt. It'll make it more fun.
Hold on.
Oh, we're waiting. Am I gonna get bounced for harassing the girls?
Who knows?
I'll probably get her.
All right. Take the bra off too.
Yeah, very nice black bra we're looking at.
Hold on.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, all right. This is going on live in the Opie and Anthony Pal Talk room.
See, everybody now in the Pal Talk is understanding how fun it is to be in the studio.
All right.
Because it's one of those things where you just go, just lose the shirt.
All right. So far, so good, by the way.
There we go.
Could you make her bigger? Hootie McBoob.
Yes, I will make that a little bigger. There we go. Okay. Now, you have the phone, of course. You're on the phone with us. What you can't do, what you cannot do, is show us what you have in your pants before we guess.
Okay.
Okay? So, you know how the game is played. You'll rub the phone up and down, side to side, and in circles.
I don't know why.
On your most intimate of areas. Hold on, just a second.
No, open her window. Take that Discovery Channel window down.
I think I saw something. Were they panties? Okay.
Yeah, she just ran away.
Why'd she run away?
I hear people going, ugh, I'm fat, I'm not skinny.
No, that we were looking at another camera.
No, there's
like five. We have 5 cameras
get back
up
on camera.
in 5 different rooms.
Yeah, sit down.
Sit down.
Why is Jimmy on this cam?
Yes.
Oh, okay, no. I was looking at Jimmy Norton's cam.
Sit down, man. We were talking about this disgusting porno that's also being played.
Yeah, don't worry. No, you're wonderful.
Fine. There's a porno of a chick who just took her shirt off, which is awful.
We got like 3 different rooms open in here. There's video monitors. I got 4 of them open with different girls.
Absolutely.
And we're constantly commenting on them.
Exactly.
Jesus, when does the baby due?
That's all.
See, there's
you're fine.
No, see, there's a pregnant girl. She's over there, so.
Right, and then there's Donkey Sausage, and then there's Lil.
Don't worry about it so much. Stop patting your belly. You're very self-conscious, and you shouldn't be.
Not at all.
Don't you worry about it.
You're,
Oh, we're actually waiting for Opie to say something?
Yeah.
Let's not.
No, wait, let's
now, do you know how the game is played, Hootie?
Yes.
All right, you'll take the phone, rub it up and down.
Against the fridge.
And then side to side, and then in a circular fashion on your pubic area. But you can't let us see.
Is she gonna? But then she's gonna have to prove that she has what she said.
Yes, by showing.
Oh, that's just gonna be terrific.
Can somebody maybe shut Opie's mic off? And then we will see what you have and reveal it for everybody.
Fantastic.
Now, what we need you to do is rub up and down with the phone on your pubic area.
What about the jingle?
What about the jingle? The guess what's in my pants jingle.
Right.
Steve worked really hard on that one.
Press that button down.
Which one?
You know the button I'm talking about.
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
The jingle leaves more time for you to fucking ruin this. Okay, mister?
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not feeling too good about myself right now.
And, well, you shouldn't.
All right, back to the show.
It's time to play Who Guess What's in My Pants.
Okay, there's the jingle.
No, let's play the jingle. I'll shut up.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's time to play.
No!
It's time to play.
No!
It's time to play.
Guess what's in my fridge?
Receiver.
Upon your icebox.
It's time to play.
Hey, guess what's in my fridge?
What's in my
fridge?
All right, we're ready to play. I see the camera there is just about at belly level, so that's good. We won't see what you're doing. And let's take the phone now and rub it up and down on your area, if you would, please, Hootie McBoob.
All right.
No, wait. Hold on.
Listen.
You're
you're cheating.
You're rubbing on the outside of your pants.
How could that be helpful?
See, what we need you to do.
See, we're watching this on Pal Talk right now.
Yeah. How many girls have done this to us in the past, Opie?
You don't rub it on.
What we need you to do is...
Hold on.
What? Another call coming in? Are you shit? Is it
I'm
Geico?
sure it's Domino's.
No, she's got a call waiting. She took another call.
Holy shit.
Can you answer the door? We have 8 pies.
All right, shut up.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Who
People
was
have
that,
phone
by the
calls.
way, Hootie McBoob?
None of your business, Opie.
All right.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Now, what we need you to do... Here's what we...
There's enough of my friends listening to this right now. I'm going to get shit next week.
Don't worry about it.
you won't.
Nah, you're cool.
You're lovely.
I need to explain to her exactly what she needs to do. Hootie.
Why you give me the finger? I said you're lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. I'm going to stick the phone in my pants.
No. Here's what we need you to do. Really,
Do you have
this is going to be rough.
Is there a light on in your room?
No.
Oh.
Here's what we need you to do. You actually have to move closer to the camera. Move closer.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's great.
Now pull. Yeah, so we can't even see anything but like your chest. Now pull your pants down.
That's so.
Pull your pants and panties down completely. We won't see anything. Don't back up during this process. Stay exactly where you are. Just pull everything down.
Okay.
All right. Now take the phone and rub it on your nether region down there, up and down. But don't back up, whatever you do. I don't want to hear that beeping noise. All right. That's good. See, that told us a little more.
Could you do that again? I was laughing.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, if you would take the phone and...
What happened? Why are you bending over?
Twinkie down there? If you would take the phone and move it side to side on the same region. Side to side. What are you putting on?
I have to go to work. I'm putting my clothes back on.
No, you need the clothes off because we have to see. Holy Jesus Christ.
Wait,
I'll do it again. Hold on.
All right.
Wait.
All right, now you got to do it in a...
A circular motion?
Yeah, now do it in a circular motion. All right, now don't put your clothes on yet. Stay exactly where you are. Don't get dressed. Don't get dressed. I see you getting dressed. Don't get dressed yet. Now, what you have... We have to guess what she has in her pants. Don't move.
Hold on. You never gave the choices. The choices.
I am giving the choices.
Okay. Well, the first one is the Pavarotti. That's where it's like a full lot of hair,
like a beard. Would be the Pavarotti, right?
And the second one is the Oliver Hardy mustache.
Right. We call it the Oliver Hardy mustache, which is very thin, small, almost like a Hitler mustache, but only like Oliver Hardy.
And the last is our favorite, the Brando from Apocalypse Now, which is completely bald.
The Brando would be completely bald. But we also have the entire Mohegan tribe, which is the little landing strip. Or actually, what's the airport in Chicago?
O'Hare.
Or the O'Hare, which is the landing strip at the busiest and largest of all airports that we love. So I'm going to guess full triangle. Now, Opie, what's your guess? Don't do anything yet there, Hootie. Your guess, Opie?
Completely shaved.
All right, he's saying the completely shaved wood floor. Jimmy, your guess?
I'm going to go with the full triangle because she put her thumb up after you said it.
All right.
Yeah, way to go.
Full triangle.
Oh, wait, I'm on delay.
Now, why are you getting dressed?
Let her.
Okay, listen. Now what you have to do, Hootie. Hootie, are you listening?
I'm listening to you, Anthony.
What you have to do now, I hope for your sake you did not put your pants back on.
No, I did not.
All right. Slowly back up and reveal to us what you have in your pants. We got to see Bush. Keep it in. Keep going.
Oh, no.
Wait, you got to put the camera down below that sack of...
What happened? What happened?
No, I don't know what happened. It just cracked out on me.
Your camera threw up.
Your camera crashed.
Because I'm a fat fucking bitch.
No. We're having technical glitches. Don't worry.
Oh, I thought my internal thoughts just spoke out.
Your camera didn't have enough bites.
Hold on. Shut up.
Quick, do a memory upgrade on your laptop.
Fuck, what's her name? I can't get her camera. Where'd she go? Oh my God!
Well, she should have picked the cuter girl. It's okay.
No, she's terrific.
No, it's fine.
You guys since the very beginning.
Did Doug bounce her right before she showed her gas?
You got to. Hey, listen, body like Ben Sparks. You got to pull back and let us see the whole thing. Let us see the veg.
Doug bounced her before.
I can't get back in the room. The room is full.
That son of a fucking bitch.
I have to go to work, so.
Oh. Where do you work? What kind of place?
I cook for a living. I have to go.
You cook?
All right, now I got to tell you what's going on here. Doug is writing over and over again in the Pal Talk room. Fuck you, Opie, for hanging up on my phone call or hanging up on me earlier. He wanted in on the show, and what he had for the program sucked so bad that I just hung up on him. So he's getting us back by doing that today. Thank you, Doug.
That was a nice one.
Jesus Christ.
Hootie McBoob.
Yes.
All right.
Good job.
Well,
and what did you have in your pants?
I have a landing strip.
Oh, a landing strip.
Yeah, which they had showed last night.
All right.
Wow, usually we're really excited at this point.
Well,
in the
thank
game.
you very much, Hootie. No, don't
be discouraged. It's nature.
Opie, you hear what Norton was saying?
I didn't hear a word Norton was saying.
You know, the camera adds some pounds. Hey, I'm not skinny, and I don't pretend to be. So
That's
cool.
true.
Yes.
We love you, Hootie.
The camera does add pounds. Apparently you have 9 cameras on you.
You're so funny.
Opie.
I didn't say it. No. I get in enough trouble for the stuff I say. That was Jim Norton.
That's okay.
Jimmy Norton.
Did it hurt when Comet Shoemaker Levy hit you?
Out, gentlemen. Have a great day.
No. All right. Thank you very much, Hootie.
Thank you. And thanks for playing Guess What's in My Pants.
It's time to play. It's time to play. It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants? Place the receiver upon your beaver. It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants? It's time to guess what's in my pants. My pants.
Can I say I'd like to thank Donkey Sausage for that contribution, and I'd also like to thank Liberace for the semen sample.
We're now getting the reason she had to leave so quickly.
Why?
She did have a landing strip, and a 747 was coming in.
That or a canned ham. Donkey Sausage.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I swear to God, I'm sorry. I had no idea that it was going to be awful from the breast down.
I thought that was a fine first installment of Video Guess What's in My Pants.
That was a great body. She should have been moving her hands and singing CC Rider.
Oh, Jesus. We had a couple other girls, but she was the first one that bit, so.
Of course. Good terminology.
Yeah, Donkey Sausage is like the madam of the Pal Talk room.
Yes, you could call me the Amy Fisher of Pal Talk.
Right now, she's outside her apartment helping some creep load a couch into his van.
Wait, are you about a size 37?
All right, we gotta take a break. Thank you, Donkey Sausage.
You're welcome. Have a Happy New Year.
You too, man. Okay. We got to get Eddie K. Thomas in here. We got to take a break. We've been on the air for like an hour. True Boogie, could you play us out for a little bit, and we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony program.
XM202, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Boogie in studio today, helping us out before the long weekend. Yeah, that's strong. Lance in California, what's up?
Chilling out here. It's cold.
Hey, Lance, start over. I don't know what happened to you.
I said I ain't doing nothing much, bro. It's just out here in Hayward. It's cold as hell.
It's cold as hell?
Yeah.
In Haywood?
Yeah, Hayward.
Not outside Jablomi? Ha ha. See, that's
That's the old... So what do you got for the show, Lance?
I dig the show. I just got my XM radio. And
Lance! Just a flare! Just a flare! You just got the XM.
Yeah.
Why don't you put this pontoon up her ass? Well, listen to 202 tomorrow and all weekend long to do a little catch-up as far as the Opie and Anthony show goes, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, Lance.
All right, right on.
All he wanted to say was he just got his XM for Christmas, and he loves the show already. That's pretty nice. We got to say hi to Eddie K. Thomas, man. He's in studio.
Hello.
What's up, Eddie?
Oh, there's a voice.
You were enjoying the pal talk, the boobs,
Is that what that was? That was pal talk?
Yeah, we got
just saw breasts.
We got webcams all over the place now. We got one in the studio, and then listeners have theirs at home, and we're looking at them. They're looking at us.
I hope I didn't stop that.
No, not at all. No, you're kind of like on it now.
I'm not that interesting as it was before.
Nah, it's fine. It's the future. It's the internet. You know, you ever hear of that thing?
Future.
The internet.
I love the
this
future.
new thing all the kids are talking about.
Seems like it works.
I just did the stupidest thing, by the way. I
What'd
met
you do?
Eddie for the first time, and I go, I loved you in American Pie.
Why is that stupid?
Because you've... I honestly,
What
thought
the
that
hell
was...
am I doing here? Isn't that why I'm sitting here?
I thought that was the only movie you did, right?
Well, you know.
You've been doing movies a really... How old are you?
I'm now 25 years old.
But look at how many
people
films
don't
he's
watch
been in.
those movies.
No one saw Sweet Freaking Daisies?
Well, that was a short film. There's other ones that people were supposed to see that they just didn't go see.
Freddy Got Fingered?
Some people saw that.
What were you in Freddy Got Fingered?
I was Freddy.
Oh. Maybe
Hello.
If I saw the movie, I would have
That's one person who didn't see it.
You got me so bad. I was making believe I saw the movie, and it was some obscure character where I go, I don't remember you in that film.
I was Freddy, but I was only in like 4 or 5 scenes.
Yeah.
I got fingered.
More Dogs Than Bones.
That was with Whoopi Goldberg and
Ooh.
Chaz Palminteri.
Jimmy's good friend, Chaz Palminteri.
And still no one saw it.
I was going to say, when you got that offer, you're thinking huge hit, right?
Yeah. Well, no. But,
No?
I mean, it was a small film. I'm a dog catcher in that. I don't know if it's even possible to see that. Some of those movies you can go see. People just choose not to.
Not to?
How about, Brutally Normal?
That was a television series.
Oh.
What?
That no
Who was
one
in that?
saw. Me.
And who else?
Mike Damus and Leah Moreno.
I don't know those people.
I like that you're having fun with this because there are guys that come in here and we see some of this stuff and we're like, wow, man.
There's some stuff you know about
One
out
of
here.
one of our jobs is to be up on pop culture in general, movies, TV, and stuff.
Right.
So we'll see some of these bios and we'll go, what the hell was?
What else you got?
And they get mad at us.
No.
No, you were in black and white.
Some people saw that.
That was a good movie.
That was a real good movie.
I actually saw that one. What else was important in here? You were in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
I was Rosenberg.
That's right. And
That's right, okay.
He's the Jew.
Now that's a funny movie.
There you go.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
So some people see some things. You know, you make 10 films and hopefully one of them.
But 50 Pills, what was that about?
That hasn't come out yet. That's a movie with Lou Taylor Pucci from that wonderful movie Thumbsucker. That's a movie about a kid who needs to sell 50 hits of ecstasy in order to pay his tuition. And I'm one of his customers, and I'm obsessed with Different Strokes. And I take 5 hits of ecstasy. And
Different Strokes, the TV show.
There's only one Different Strokes. Well, there are different strokes for different folks. But yeah.
Obsessed with it in what way? Do you just have to can't miss an episode kind of
Yeah,
thing?
I mean, some people are obsessed with the Opie and Anthony show, and some with different strokes.
And some people obsessed with American Pie because
some are obsessed with American
Pie, American Pie 2. Then it was the American Wedding or whatever,
Right.
and now they're doing Band Camp, right?
They did it. It's out.
Are you in that one?
No.
Smart move.
I didn't know. They didn't ask me.
Smart.
Yeah,
move.
it was
Is that
a career
direct to video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, I
move.
wasn't going to be involved. No, they didn't.
It was time to get off that train.
I wasn't.
You
I
did
didn't-
well.
I wasn't offered a token to that train. It was
No,
they just
I wasn't offered a
they
token.
just they made it, and they people were saying, oh, there's American Pie 4, and I was like, no, there's not. I mean, they would have told me
Right.
about it, and then I found out they weren't lying, and it was real. And
They're just trying to keep the budget down, right?
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm real expensive to be.
Well, you probably
You know
would
me,
have been
you
able to
gotta
get a
give me
little
a lot of
more
money
than
to
just
put
some
me in front
guy
of the
that
camera.
wasn't in any movie and wasn't in any of the American Pie
They
movies.
got Eugene Levy in that one, I believe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Eugene Levy. Jesus Christ, he's in every fucking movie that's coming out now.
It's amazing.
It's annoying is what it is. And then what about Natasha Lyonne? Have you heard from her?
No, I just read the gossip columns.
That's all I do, too.
We had
all day.
I buy the paper.
We
and
had
it's
her
all-
landlord on, and she didn't.
Did you really have her
Rappaport?
landlord? Rappaport?
Michael. Yeah.
Oh,
Michael.
right.
And he didn't want to talk about it, but
No.
it sounds like she has fallen on.
It's the curse of the American Pie movie now. That's what they're saying.
Are we getting to that point already?
Well, it's only one person.
I'm doing
so-
all right.
But she's
There's
like,
only one
I'm doing
person.
obscure films that no one sees.
I'm trying to start that whole thing going, though,
Yeah.
like the curse of the American Pie movie, just based on one person.
Was there any signs when you were doing the movies with her? Because she like ended up living on the street and
No,
heroin
not at
and-
all, man. I mean, she. I always thought she would do great playing Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
But I don't know about living. No, not at all. I was really shocked. Not that I'm that. I don't usually catch those things too quickly.
Yeah.
Friends in high
Right.
school that turned into junkies. I didn't see that coming either.
Just saw them as fun people to hang out with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They had all the good
sleep
stuff.
standing up.
Exactly. But no, that was crazy. How's she doing? I haven't read anything.
Supposedly she's doing better.
Are you really?
Supposedly.
Where'd you hear that?
Wasn't she on the verge of death?
Yeah.
That was the last thing I heard. She was in a hospital bed, verge of death, didn't look like her. Everyone that walked by looked in the door and gasped.
Oh,
Like you heard just these horrible stories. So, and it's the news, so they're sensationalizing everything.
Yeah.
Tara Reid? See Tara?
I see her television show.
We love Paradise.
Terrible.
They canceled
I love
it
it.
though.
It was originally
love bad
called
TV.
Wild on Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
They should have kept that.
They should have kept that show because we
Wild
had
on Tara.
hours of fun with that one.
Is she really as knowledgeable as she comes off on the show?
Yeah, that's Tara. That's not an act. That's Tara
Wow.
Reid.
When she would be like on somewhere in Greece, just waxing fantastic about the ruins.
Beautiful.
I never got that from a Discovery Channel show or anything. Only Tara could put Greece in that perspective.
It's that network's gift to you.
It's like, man, it's like old and stuff, and the rocks are falling down. It's just like they didn't even try to put these buildings back up or nothing. Another cigarette and a drink, please.
Oh, she's got the Lucille Ball voice at like 25.
Let's go to the phone and say hi to John the trucker. John,
Yeah.
what's up, John?
Oh, not too much. I just wanted to ask your guest there how it was working with Tom Green.
Oh, good old Tom Green.
Did you see the movie? Were you one of the few?
I saw the movie.
Beautiful.
A lot of people saw that. I think on
like
cable.
Dumb and Dumber.
Tom is, Tom's Tom Green. He's actually, for as much of a lunatic as he is, he's that much of a chill guy. And he wrote and directed.
Ramon! Tom Green has one testicle.
Wow, he couldn't really commit to that.
Ramon! Tom Green's testicle was in Drew Barrymore's mouth.
What?
Cut you now.
All right.
You are an asshole.
It's a bit that usually kills.
Yeah,
didn't work too well this time.
The guy's
It didn't work
delivery
too well,
was
no.
so bad.
He couldn't really commit to the bit.
You need confidence doing the Ramon bit. He didn't have it
Trying
at
to yell
all.
Ramon, he sounds like fucking Peter Brady singing.
Yeah, time to change. Mike in Jersey. Mike, what's up?
I saw Eddie in his play last night. Dog
Holla.
God.
Holla. Dog Sees God is the play that we're promoting today?
That's what we're promoting.
All right.
All right, screw
Was
the
that-
American Pie crap, right?
That wasn't a planted caller? That's real?
That's real. Wow. Wait, did you really see it? Hold on, Mike. We're going to call you out. Did you see this play last night?
Absolutely did.
Prove it.
Prove it?
All right, Eddie, tell me what kind of a kisser Martian Logan Marshall Green is.
I was only going to hint at that.
Oh, boy, see? And he, like, blows the load right there.
So that was the...
He saw it.
Yeah,
He saw
I really saw it.
He saw it.
Sounds hot.
Thanks for coming down, man.
All right. Well, what's this play about? Dog sees God.
Dog sees God. The play opens. The lights come up.
By the way, the title is one of those things.
It's a palindrome.
That's right.
Yes.
I didn't know the name, but I knew it was something.
It sure is.
Dog sees God.
Everyone take a moment. Picture it.
I'm spelling it with my fingertip.
Yeah. I knew it was one of those things that you could do.
I'm Charlie Brown, America's beloved character.
What the hell is that?
Cell phone's off in the room.
Whose phone is that?
This is a professional
Who's calling
show.
you? The Gay Men's Health Crisis?
I'm trying to promote my play here.
This is so unprofessional.
Jeez.
You really think this is a professional show?
I thought it was.
No.
These microphones look
You might
nice.
want to lower your expectations.
We're not even on the air.
Right.
Okay, well, let me feel like I'm promoting my show.
We're just going to make a video blog
Just
later
humor
and
me.
hope that people download it.
All right, lights come up.
Lights come up.
That's what we should have done when we were fired for 2 years and couldn't do anything.
Just
make believe we were really on the air.
A video blog.
Right. All right, go ahead. Dog sees God.
Dog Sees God, which our friend the caller saw last night. Charlie Brown, 10 years later.
Really?
Yeah. Snoopy's dead.
Snoopy's dead.
He got rabies.
That's pretty funny, actually.
And you're Charlie Brown.
And I'm Charlie Brown. And I'm, my dog is gone, which is a damn shame.
How old is Charlie Brown 10 years later?
He's like 16, 17. He's in high school. We're just visiting these characters again, and everybody's pretty fucked up,
Lucy, whore, slut.
Lucy's in a mental institution. Me and her
justice.
wanted to do Linus a favor, so we burnt Linus's blanket. And she got obsessed with fire, and then got angry at the little redheaded girl and set her hair on fire.
Peppermint Patty, Dyke.
Peppermint Patty is a hua, played by the very, very talented Kelly Garner. You guys know who she is?
I know that name.
Yes.
I know the name.
I'm sure you got internet. If you load her up, she's incredibly.
Load her up.
We'll say, oh, that girl.
She's actually she's worth to come see the show to see this girl perform. She's never did a play before, and she's just blowing audiences away every night, and she's gorgeous. And
was she in The Aviator?
She was in The Aviator.
Wow.
And Bully, and
I saw her in Hometown Legend, I believe.
Oh, Bully.
Holy
Who
smoke!
was she in Bully?
she was the blue-haired girl. Super
Okay.
hot. Super hot.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
You could see her in person at 111 East 15th Street at 8 o'clock every night.
What's the name of the theater?
The Century Center for the Performing Arts. But it's actually a really cool show. We also got Eliza Dushku in there.
Really?
Yeah. She's not ugly.
No. And we've heard of her.
Yes.
That's
she's
for
in
sure.
movies that people see. And
what does she do?
She's Lucy.
She's Lucy?
She's a perfect Lucy.
Eliza
Genius. Yeah, it's a really fun show, man. People are really
It's a
digging
great
it.
concept. The whole gang 10 years later. I like that idea.
Yeah, and the writer did
What
it
is
really
Eliza
smart.
Dushku doing right now?
Right now, I'd
This
say she's
second.
sleeping.
She could have been here.
She could have
helping promote the show.
Well, I'm doing
taking pictures with all of us.
But she got
Making
me.
us look that much
Yes.
cooler.
Nothing against you, my friend.
I'm young. I'm in
Nothing at all.
Dog Sees God. Right?
Who's Eliza Dushku?
But shut up, turn around. She's made our wall, you fucking
Is she on the
idiot.
wall?
Which one is she?
She's over there.
Hello. That's her.
She's cute.
Come to the Century Center. She's in a very short blue dress and fishnets.
They wear the same type of clothing. Does Charlie Brown still wear the
I'm the only one who's still in the same exact clothing.
the sweater?
It's actually a polo shirt.
It's a polo shirt
It's a
with
polo
with
shirt.
The zigzags.
The
black-
zigzag
yeah.
has turned into an EKG. Eliza's, her blue dress is now like a blue slip with fishnet stockings. Holla.
Holla.
Nice.
All right, let's go to Photoshop Mike. Mike, what's going on today?
Hey guys, I saw this show a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good show. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, and it actually brought a lump to my throat at certain points in the show. I mean,
Thanks, man.
No, I mean it was moving. It was very touching. And Anthony, you know who's in the show also? The girl from the Comfy Pants show, the movie there.
Comfy pants?
Well, considering no one saw that movie in studio, you might want to help us out. It looks like you see all the tear jerkers.
The traveling pants.
America Ferrera.
That's it, America Ferrera. Exactly.
You saw the Comfy Pants movie?
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Where'd you get Comfy Pants?
We called it the
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
We call it the Comfy Pants movie.
Which seems like the ultimate dopey chick flick.
But it was a great performance. So
Wait, why did you see the Comfy Pants movie?
Well, you guys were talking about it a few weeks ago. I said I got
Your girlfriend made you, right?
Listen, all right. It's
boyfriend.
Great, guys.
Is it a good movie?
It was all right. It was pretty good. I mean, this show was better though.
Why is the Comfy Pants movie a good movie?
Traveling Pants.
Tell us why it's a good movie.
I see lots and lots of movies, and just one of the ones that came, along. So. I didn't go out looking for it. It just happened to come on, and that was it.
All the movies that are you're lying sack of shit.
Well, you guys apparently have seen this Comfy Pants movie too,
because
you were talking about it.
Never saw it. All I saw were the trailers for it, and I was like,
it was ridiculous.
You ever see a trailer for a movie and go, maybe not, because you're in the business.
Sure.
Sometimes I look at a trailer and go, I am never, ever, ever seeing this movie.
You turn to the person you go to the movie theater with and just go, skip it.
It's just, but not even like 20 years down the road on cable, in flying cars, whatever we're doing, I still will not have seen that movie.
I just couldn't get past the...
Joy Luck Club, same thing.
I couldn't get past the fact that one of the girls was fat. I'm like, how is she going to get into the pants?
Is it that they all have the same pants?
Don't look at me. I haven't seen the Comfy Pants. I don't know about these Comfy Pants.
He knows.
I know America Ferrera is now in Dog Sees God, though. And she was in the pants, but now she's in Dog Sees God.
And she's very good in that.
She's great. She plays Sally, my beautiful sister.
Sally?
Yeah, Sally.
It's
nice to talk about these characters, right? You remember them, and
you remember them
warmth,
all.
And now they're smoking pot and having sex. He got rabies. And he ate Woodstock.
He ate Woodstock after getting rabies.
Yeah.
So that's it. Oh.
And now, it's
sad.
Like the guy said, a wonderful caller, it's a very, very funny play, but it's actually, because Charlie Brown it's very tragic. Like, I didn't read him that much, but you go back and read these things.
Yeah, he was a sad guy.
He was sad, and, Schultz was putting in all this really profound stuff into these
He was
strips.
a pill popper.
Was he really?
I think so.
Pill popper.
He was depressed.
1950s lingo.
What? But he was a pill popper.
He was, probably.
Was he?
I don't know. But he was.
I just think so.
He's just making that up.
he was a real, sick. He was putting all this crazy shit into these strips, though,
Yeah.
And it's in the show, It's,
I never see, because I just read Marmaduke. It's a scream.
The Family Circus.
Jimmy loves
the Family
it.
Circus.
Yeah, Marmaduke. He's always clumsy.
And he's so big, and what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You love him.
Do you guys work in the kicking of the football?
It's mentioned quickly. I can kick a football now.
That would be funny if she was holding it, pulled it away as usual, and you just kicked her in the cunt. No?
I'll pitch it tonight.
End scene.
Maybe for the director's cut.
Fantastic. Well, when is that now? Every night?
That's
every night?
8 times a week.
8 times a week.
I'm going to do it tonight. I did it last night.
People.
How does someone like myself go? I want to go. I want to go
give
tonight.
Me a call. Honestly, please come. It's a very entertaining show.
Can I have your cell phone?
No.
I need more Hollywood friends.
I got people, people that handle these movies.
That's where the line is drawn in show business, Opie.
Yeah.
We
found
it right there. No.
I really thought we were going to
XM rap, like we're pretending to be friends.
No,
I thought we were getting along. But this time I was feeling it, and I was thinking, all right, I'm cell phone, maybe a burger after the show.
No. Nope.
Yeah, I was pretending now, but I had no intentions of really.
None.
It was fun, though, because you're on a show, you're like, oh, yeah, we're all buddies, we're chatting.
Isn't it the weirdest thing, though, when you do these
so dumb.
Well, I got to act like I really know the show and these guys for 15, 20 minutes, and then who the fuck
weirdest
cares
thing
about
in
them?
the world is I was so surprised the first time I did a talk show, and it was Conan, and he actually does talk. Like, when they pan back and they're going to commercial, and they lean in and say something, he actually, said something. I'm like, this is real. They actually, and apparently he makes up something to say every time.
What did he say to you?
I have no idea. It was something completely obscure, but I was so shocked. I was like, you could just pretend to talk to me.
All you would have to do to every single guest is lean over and go, The camera's backing away, and we just have to make it look like we're having a conversation.
That's what I thought he was going to do, but they actually, play it for real.
I love Conan, but he's got to lower his seat. It's getting ridiculous.
He's just a large man.
He is very tall.
No, but then
7'4".
They all do it. Where the hosts, Letterman, Leno, O'Brien, they have to be a lot higher than the guests.
So you feel
But the
below
Conan thing is ridiculous. You're looking straight up at him like a little kid when you're on that show, it seems.
Well, Letterman's also 6 foot something, isn't he? He's like over 6 feet.
Yeah. I haven't been on Letterman.
Me neither.
No?
12:30 shows.
He's been on Leno.
Yeah?
Yeah,
a few times.
He kills. We hate him, though.
He's a big star.
Down inside.
Big star?
He's flying back out to L.A. to do his HBO show.
Holla. Stand-up comedy?
No, that's old hat for him.
Oh.
Now it's a TV
the
series.
stand-ups turned into sitcom.
Yeah. He's still doing comedy.
Ever hear of a little show called Deadwood?
Oh, hello.
He's not on that, but he's on that one. It's going to be on the same network.
Right.
Sopranos?
Yeah.
Might have heard that.
Not on,
same HBO that runs those
Actually,
programs.
right after Entourage, my friend.
Beautiful.
He's got a good spot and
Little
everything.
show got a big buzz. It was called Rome.
Okay.
And I've been watching that and stuff, and that I'm sure will be around the time your show is on.
You're not on Rome either.
No.
It might be part of the Rome sandwich that they do to promote
maybe they'll have
new
a
HBO show.
Thing connected,
I'd love to see some kind of Caligula-like lard fist go up his ass.
You and me both.
All right, the big plug, Eddie.
The big plug. Dog Sees God. Liza Dushku, Eddie K. Thomas, Ian Somerhalder from Lost. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, yes, of course.
He's gorgeous.
Is he?
Yeah, please come down. It's a really, really fun show. People are digging it.
How do you get tickets? You just show up?
You go online, dogseesgod.com. I think Ticketmaster handles
spell that
it.
backwards, too.
How'd you get that one?
How did I get what?
That website.
I didn't do anything.
Oh.
I just say the
by
lines
you, I
say.
mean the collective you people that are even on this show. Like, I would say that to the lighting guy. How did you get that web? Knowing he wasn't typing domain name. Fuck, it's taken. Dog
and
then after asking it and your response, I realized it's a dumbass question.
I have
anyway.
nothing to offer. I could just make up some complete bullshit right now, and it would mean absolutely nothing.
We ought to buy it from a guy.
But I'll say it again, dogseesgod.com or Ticketmaster. We're a real show. We're involved with these big companies.
How about this number? 212-239-6200.
Holla.
That's 212-239-6200. I really want to go see it. So.
You sound like a real radio announcer.
When I have to, I could do the radio thing. Yes.
I think you guys might be professionals.
This
might be a real show.
Professionalism.
Don't tell anyone.
For a couple of minutes a day.
And then we go back to poopy jokes. That's what
are you going to see more breasts today?
There's a porno going on. Right here. Right now, what the hell's going on? It's a guy. He's railing a girl in the ass.
All right.
But it looks like a garbage pail is between them. I don't know what's going
That's a shame.
on. Yeah.
There's it's love. There's some craziness going on Pal Talk.
I wish one of the girls would. We have a celebrity guest.
Anal beads. Sorry. It's anal beads. I've just been informed. Thank you.
Who would enjoy that?
Yeah, show Eddie that mess. Here you go.
This is what happens when I show
There's Pal Talk, and that's what it's all about right
Is that happening right now?
Yeah. Those are click-clacks.
Good for her.
She's
jawbreakers.
She's pulling bowling balls out of her ass.
Are all these girls friends of ours?
Enjoy, Eddie.
3 on the left arm.
Wow. Hi, ladies.
Yeah, the ones that are live right now, wave to Eddie. See? There you go. That's live.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning. This is fun.
Would you like to see anything?
Going on
Lil?
there? I'm seeing plenty.
They'll show you something. You just
Could somebody flash our celebrity guest? It's embarrassing.
It's like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was... I think the brunette was the one I wanted to flash.
Isn't that great?
Very
Thank you, ladies.
There you go.
Yep.
The blonde's fantastic, too. This is what you do?
Yeah.
This is it. Isn't this ridiculous? Keep it quiet.
Don't tell our bosses.
I do the same stupid play every night. This is great. Wow.
All right, it's Eddie K. Thomas. We're going to take a break. Eddie, thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Continued success there.
Dog Sees God. Please come down and check it out. It's a wonderful play.
All right, and we'll go to break with some Drew Boogie. You ready, Drew, or no?
No, I ain't ready.
You ain't
Drew,
ready?
what are you
Let's go to
doing?
break.
Oh, my God.
Take it,
Talk
Dan.
about unprofessional.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Drew Boogie, everyone. Bravo. Drew, thanks for stopping by again. Greatly appreciate that. We're on our best behavior because Long Island Press is here. They're going to do an interview after the show, right? You seem real excited to be interviewing us.
I'm very excited, actually.
Yeah, get on mic for a second there.
A little mic. We'll do a little pre-interview interview.
We haven't done an interview in, God, it has to be 5 days.
At least. No, I am excited. I was a big fan of the show before you guys went off to satellite. So.
What's the big question you're going to ask us today?
Well,
just say it. The big one.
You guys did this first. And, you know, the other guy's yelling and screaming that he's going to change the world. So...
That's true.
So the angle is that
like
we're the first to satellite radio.
Yeah,
we've been here. This is old hat to us already.
This is old hat to you.
We know this satellite thing.
He says he's going to change the world. So.
We've been with the company a year and a half.
Yep.
Already.
Yep.
There you go.
And yeah, we're the pioneers.
You know how many subscribers there were when we first got here?
No.
Probably, a little over 2 million?
Call it 2 to 2.2 million.
2.2. You know how many there are now?
About 6 million.
They're working on about 6 million.
Right,
and all of those additions, by the way, are directly related to us being here
That's
at
right.
XM
Make sure that's in the
Radio.
article, because that's what Howard's people are saying.
Right.
So.
Because everybody that's bought a radio for the other company, from the time Howard announced, like 14 months ago till now, is directly because of Howard.
Of
and
course.
That's the way they're spinning it. So we brought in, I don't know, 4 million people.
Yeah, let's call it 4 million.
4 million.
I'd say over that because people assumed you were going there first. So I think they were about 1 million. People heard rumors. So it's actually 5.2 million. That
he when he announced, I think there were about there were less than 1 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was like 600,000.
600,000.
Yeah, and you know now they say they're at about 3 million.
Right. But that's because the company was growing just like our company was growing.
Just like satellite radio.
You know, and I heard I downloaded off I guess Foundry.
Must have been tough.
Yeah, it's real tough to find you guys on the internet still. You guys going off. He played that tape about how he would never hurt anybody, never take money out of their pocket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I could hear your head exploding. I could hear you.
My head exploded because he did some real nasty shit that we'll get into for you, my friend, for the Long Island Press. Especially if you put us on the cover.
You made him change headphones?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did you give him the homeless guy headphones? Was that the reason?
No, that's just so if there's a communique, he doesn't get all flustered.
Oh, okay.
Being split from the same job.
He's comfortable, I can tell.
I'm all right with it.
And he's got one of those voices. You do radio or something?
I have done radio, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have done radio. And we had one of those for a couple of years. My friend and I had one of those brokered shows out on the island for a while, too.
At the BAB place?
Well, not at BAB. Actually, we did LIE, which...
LIE?
Yeah, and then we actually were broadcasting it. We did an FM simulcast on 98.5 The Bone.
What was your show?
It was music. We did a lot of original. We focused on like the original bands from the island and shit.
You know who another Bone alumni is?
Who's that?
Our own Than.
Than worked there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
Hey, there you go, man.
You did a show about Long Island bands?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that list dries up fast. Though.
Real fast. Yeah.
Zebra.
No. We didn't do. Yeah, we.
Joan Jett.
Believe
Billy
it or
Joel,
not,
Twisted Sister.
We never mentioned the Good Rats. We never mentioned any of those clowns. No, it was more like the guys who are doing what they do now.
Who's that?
There's a lot of you'd be surprised. There's a tremendous amount of original music out on the island.
What's the biggest band right now on Long Island?
There's a guy named what's his name? Rory Lowe. He's done a hell of a lot of work. He's doing good stuff. I know. You know what? Actually, I'll tell this story while I'm on the air. You guys jerked me off on the air so bad once. I was on it. Nice. I was in PR for a long time, and
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and. I somehow got the assignment of trying to put Steve Guttenberg on your air.
Oh, man.
So I called up Rick, and I got passed around, and then after 5 minutes realized you guys had me on the air, jerking me off so bad.
Oh, really?
Oh, one of those? Awesome.
Gutenberg, didn't he die? All this shit. And then I recognized Ant's voice, and I said, oh, man.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We got to play some of those. Remember the porno runaround?
Oh, man.
I don't know if I have any of those right now.
I was a big fan of the show, guys, before you guys get yanked off. Big time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're back doing it. You got the satellite radio?
No, not yet. I haven't gone either way yet.
See, now you got to get
Now we're only going to give you about 5 minutes after the show.
There was one bit that I laughed so hard. You had the girl with the knives. Remember the guy was putting the knives?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you broke in. You're listening to the sound. Oh, my God. You did that guy's fault. Holy shit, that was hilarious.
She got off by having knives
dragged on her.
And Nort, I've been on you. I just can never get over those pictures of you and the celebrities on your website.
Oh, thank you.
I've been on it 100
There's
times.
so many.
It just cracks me up, man.
Every day there's a new one. New one added today. Now, what is the Long Island Press?
Long Island Press is a weekly now. It started out
what was it originally called?
It was they actually bought the Islandeer, turned it into the New Islandeer, and then 2-3 years ago they changed it to the Long Island Press.
I remember.
They bought that old.
Amy Fisher was writing for that.
Yeah, she just stopped writing.
She stopped writing.
Yeah, she just stopped writing.
She would do a cute column. I read the Long Island Press.
Yeah.
She's seeing anyone?
She's married. Married with a couple of kids.
Married to a Joey Buttafuoco lookalike.
Yeah, kind of.
She lives a couple of doors down from my mom.
Really?
Yeah. A little frightening.
Yeah, I'm a Long Island guy. A lot of the stories that you guys told, it was always very familiar. So
cool.
Of course.
I'm sure they're enjoying this in Alabama right now.
I'm sure they are.
So we're going to do the interview with the Long Island Press right after the show. We got to wrap up. It's 30 seconds left here. Drew Boogie, thanks. You promoting anything?
No.
Yes, Tower Theater, New Year's Eve. Come, Ticketmaster.
Jimmy, I will be at your show New Year's Eve at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia.
Me, Colin, and Voss.
We're going to have a lot of fun down there, okay?
Yes.
And I guess that's it. We had a great year. We got some really, really good bits to play the next 3 days, so make sure you're listening to 202. All right?
Right.
With that, hey, man, thanks for everything. It was a great year.
See you next year.
See you next year.
See you next year.
Ron and Fez up next on this fine channel, 202.
This concludes our podcast day.